everybody. We're about to get started with... Oh, what is this, like the 9th episode?
This is the 9th episode.
9th episode of
Haven't quite made it to 10, but we're getting there.
So, last we left off, the party is in their new home. Sorry, let me transition this. The party is in their new home in the kind of reverse of the tower, which was the home of the creator Visigoth. You guys had done some exploring yesterday and had just taken a long rest, and we're waking up the next day. What do you guys remember about our previous session?
Let's see. So from the boat, we traveled to the Eye of the Storm, and we made it to the tower, where we discovered a bunch of portals. Sal tried to push me into the 9 hells. I will never forget.
A little bit sour about that.
Then further down, we found our living quarters, or it's kind of like the room of requirement, where you can kind of, if you need something, it'll give it to you and just kind of accommodate you. And then we started going from portal to portal, solving puzzles.
Some of them.
Some puzzles, yeah.
We have some that we know that we can go solve today.
So to help kind of catch you up a little bit, oh, you found a Jean again. She likes you.
Yeah, she does. Came right on up.
Yeah. So up above, he has another map that when we came in, it looked like just a bunch of portals that are in basically the color wheel of colors. And they pertain, Phoenix was able to find a book that so you got this particular one with all the different colors. So then she found a book that explained, I should be talking to the mic, but I'm not, that explained what each of the realms are. So we ended up visiting Bytopia, Arcanium, the 9 Hells, Elysium, and the Beastlands last session. We were able to solve a couple puzzles. I think in Bytopia, that's the gnomes. We solved Bytopia. When we came out of the tower,
That I listened to.
yeah, that's where Manny stabbed the gnome.
You also completed
The
Baitor.
only one I heard.
Baitor.
The 9 hells.
Yes. So I was
Completed.
getting to so.
You signed your life away.
While we visited some others, we weren't certain what everything was doing, but now we're certain that these are puzzles for us to solve. So, the gnome one, just getting everything on track to get the crystals up in time. It took persuading Sal to come in, summon a seed, convince Manny not to murder everybody. And then the 9 hells we kind of had to push Manny into, in order to get him to actually come along. And he was able to get dirt or an object from every of the realms except for the 9 hells, in which last session as we ended, he was pretty upset about that.
So we got some from Bytopia, from...
Oh,
No, there's one that he wasn't, because it was like
We didn't get
mostly
the
like
9
a
hells.
sphere.
Oh,
but you got a little
I
something.
got scrap.
Yeah. So he got dirt or mud from Elysium, the Beastlands.
So,
And what is that name? Is that Arcadia?
Arcania.
Yes, Arcadia.
It is, yeah, not Arcania.
Directly above Mechanus.
Yes. Real quick, the D&D question today is, what is your favorite Far Realms realm? And Jay Follows has answered Hades. So,
Ooh. That should be a fun one. We haven't gotten to that one yet.
no.
Hades, the Great Waste of Hades. That's more commonly known.
The other thing that was noticeable is, like, the 6 times that Luke told us that we should research each of these realms, so we know what we're looking at, and I doubt any of us did.
No, 100% did not do
And that's
that.
totally fine. Throughout the session, feel free if you're like, oh, we're going to go to Carcery. Let me Google Carcery in D&D, or like, let me just Google Carcery D&D and start reading a little bit about it. Because
So-
You guys have books that give you that knowledge, and yeah, it's not really metagaming.
To point off the last thing, and this is coming less from the character, more as a player, is we did discover kind of what we need to do in the feywild.
This is true.
Which is the different spells. We needed to find a cold spell, and somebody was going to rest.
Manny was going to prep a cold spell overnight while
Yes.
long rested. So you guys have long rested, so
Okay.
you can switch that on yours. Switch out one of your spells.
We have long
one of your
rested?
spells. You guys have long rested, yes.
I was like, why am I down a bunch of hit points?
Why you were down a bunch of hit points?
You probably didn't long rest since the previous session, where you guys had that big fight on the boat.
Why is your color there?
Okay. You guys awake the next morning, feeling rejuvenated, still frustrated, but at least with a newfound energy. As you guys awake, there is a well-prepped breakfast sitting for you at the table, at the center table. There's eggs, bacon, and there's even a plate already affixed with a stuffed rat, like a breakfast rat,
Nice breakfast rat.
where its skin is the burrito.
Nice. Okay.
Ew.
It is placed on a specific plate in a specific spot, so it's not
Yeah.
on like any of the group plates. Yeah, the fire is stoked and going. The place, even though it is fall and it should be cold, and you guys are fairly far north, and in the middle of a raging storm just beneath the first layer of the ocean, it stays fairly comfortable.
It's cozy.
The obsidian walls seem to hold in the heat. That or heat just seems to radiate from this place at a comfortable temperature. And again, being only at the second level down from the top, you guys can see these like beams of faint light that come through the mostly opaque walls, as you can see waves crashing just a couple feet above of where your rooms are.
Sal would grab her plate and then go sit on the lavish couch and watch the fire while she picks at the rat.
I'm gonna be chowing
very-
down.
It's very entrancing.
I'm gonna chow down at the dinner table and maybe try to strike a conversation with the fish. Like, how y'all doing over there in that well?
Using
Speak with animals.
speak with animals.
Yeah.
Doing very well.
Are you hungry at all?
Nope. I have plenty of food in here. And eats a little fish that's swimming around it.
Well, it's a fishy fish world, so okay. Just checking in, making sure you're good.
Manny, did you do what you're supposed to do last night?
I slept. Yep.
That's not the requirements that were set before you.
Oh. What was I supposed to do last night?
Cold spell.
Cold spell. Yes, I do have an ice knife, which does cold damage. That's what we need. Actually, no, never mind. It just creates a shard of ice and it gets flung at someone. So, yeah,
Here's
that's-
hoping.
Here's hoping. That could do it, or I could use a more powerful spell that I've also prepared.
Oh.
But it's going to affect a much larger area, so we might damage the terrain some. But
As long as it's not like you zapping yourself out of the sky.
no, you don't zap yourself with cold.
Yeah. But, I mean, you have a tendency to self-direct your spells a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not as practiced as a wizard.
Nope, that's true. They're the ones with all the brains. I just got the brawn.
Okay. Well, as long as you think one of the two will work.
Oh yeah.
Is your brain? Did you wake up on the right side of bed?
I've got my blood coffee.
Is your gears spinning?
It's something spinning up there.
Yeah.
Don't know about gears, but yeah, the mud's sloshing.
Okay, mud sloshing. I'm gonna take that as a good sign today instead of it being warm. Is that what you don't like?
Well, I mean,
You don't
depends
like
on
warm.
the time of day. It fluctuates depending on how your mud chakras are settling in and which ones are open. But they're good. They're flowing.
Okay. So you're ready for puzzles?
Oh, I'll leave puzzles to the smart ones, but I can help.
Yes. Okay. Are you out of your room yet, Swift?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be at the table eating.
Swift, how hard is it for you to shoot a panther?
Why would I shoot a panther?
I think it's how we solve one of the realms.
Yeah, last time.
Almost like shooting
Last time
myself.
he... Well, you
Funny you mention that.
yeah, I'm not here to, be judgmental about who we're shooting, but it is maybe a close relative, I don't know. Maybe you came from the Beastlands, I don't know. But all I'm saying is, I think it's how we solve the puzzle.
I mean, I can shoot one.
Or you could sneak up and try and talk to it. He failed miserably.
I tried to talk to it and it ran away.
And then we couldn't follow it.
Yeah, but it seems like each puzzle resets. So if we go back, sure the
You
panther
could shoot the
will still be
panther.
there. You can shoot it. Yeah.
Or you could try to talk to it again.
All right. Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Or maybe just capture it. So we can try one where you talk to it,
Mhm.
and we can try one where we just try to capture it without killing it.
How do you plan on capturing it?
I don't know. We'll think about that after.
So do we want to start with the Phoenix? Do we want to start with the Feywild, or are we going back to the Beastlands? So
I think we
Violence
could easily
or-
solve the Feyland. So we might as well start there. Because we already have that one planned. However, let's look at...
Yeah, I have ensnaring strike, so I can just hit it lightly and capture it.
Well, if you kill it, I mean, who hasn't killed something in any of these portals before? So even if it dies, we can always come back to it.
However,
Did you watch
it is
how
a
he
good
stabbed the mo-
place.
did he stab the gnome because the gnome was being mean to him, or Phoenix? Did you see that?
Yeah, he's...
No one saw it technically.
Oh, yeah,
Y'all
no, I
left,
was gone.
and then I stabbed and then teleported out of there. So technically, y'all don't know about that.
You told me.
No, did I?
Mm-hmm. You said you could stab gnomes.
Oh,
yeah,
You
I did.
offered it to
Yeah,
him.
that was part of the incentive to get you there. I was like, oh yeah, you can just kill whoever you want. Okay, I fully admitted it.
Yeah. So you didn't see this act of...
No. You stabbed one of the dwarves.
I'm an assassin. What did you think? It was a gnome.
A gnome. Were there orders that I was not aware of?
Oh, I was just threatened.
You were threatened by a gnome?
Yeah, it was rude.
So being rude makes you feel threatened?
Yeah. You don't want to stab every rude person you come across?
Not really.
Life's a lot easier that way, trust me.
It's a lot of work.
Uh,
Not about work.
a lot less rude people in your life, I'll tell you that much.
I just walk away.
Yeah, that also works.
So, after doing some research about the Beastlands, because he told us we could,
Go ahead.
I'm not so sure that we're meant to kill it. It was assuming the abundant and varied game of wildlife would be sportsman paradise, but the native inhabitants of this plane were all capable of speech and comparable to humans in range of intelligence. So now I'm thinking we need to talk to it, but we should maybe just try to talk to it in English first.
I did tell you that the initial book you found was titled this place as the Beastlands, known as the Happy Hunting Ground.
Yeah.
Upon further looking for a beast specifically on the Beastlands plain, the more accurate and appropriate name for this place would not be the Happy Hunting Grounds, but instead the Wilderness of the Beastlands.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really just going to leave it up to Manny to talk to the cat?
No, I think we might actually be able to
Just talk to it
just
in English.
talk to it in or in common.
Okay,
Like, we should at least attempt.
certainly. So are we starting Feylands?
The Cat Lord and the other Beast Lords once held territory on this plane. So, I mean, maybe we could also bring it an offering.
That sounds not fun.
I mean, not one of us dying, but...
Oh, okay.
Well, you want to try the feywild one first?
Yes,
Since we're ready for that.
let's do that.
Just start with blasting for the day instead of politics.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Start off strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least we know we can solve this one.
Or so you think. Yeah, start headed upstairs.
Yeah. And we
Okay,
get the
towards
breakfast.
Feylands.
No problem. Yeah, you guys head upstairs to the portal room. This place is well lit because all of these runic portals seem to be emitting some level of light, except for two of them, the Nine Hells of Beator and Vitopia. You guys head over to the Beastlands portal. Right?
Feywild.
Oh, you guys are heading to the Feywild?
Yeah.
Start
Mhm.
feywild first.
Okay.
We're gonna start blasting first.
Yeah, no
And
problem.
then... Okay, sorry, Gene.
I need to
Go ahead, Gene.
insert a couple
Go
things.
say hi to Katie.
You guys head to the Feywild portal and are immediately transported. I need to upload this.
Yeah, you tell it what's up.
There's just too much of the same rattling from there and then over there, and it was driving me batty.
I think you just got a ghost.
Oh,
It's
well,
just to rattle stuff.
well, that's why my cat talks to ghosts in the night.
Do they like stare
That's
off to the side?
Sometimes he does.
Do that one.
He does it particularly when I'm gone, and Krista loves when he's talking to ghosts when I'm gone. He'll go and yowl down the hallway in the middle of the night, and it's dark, and
Oh, that's creepy.
opens out
Who
the...
are you talking to at night?
Well, she's gonna try you next.
I'm not that fun.
Alright. You guys step through the portal, thinking about the Feywild, and are transported. You are all standing in front of a lit brazier. There are a set of foot tracks that lead off to 4 different statues, each statue standing in front of a 7-foot mound. There's space up above those statues. Each area kind of represents a different season, one being spring, summer, fall, and winter.
I honestly can't remember what I did last time.
You did a radiant
Oh, that's right. Words of
on summer.
On summer, yes.
Somebody, I think I did fire.
Was there one that I was doing?
I
Can we
don't.
do like a history check to see if we remember what spell we used to wear before?
Yeah, you guys used Radiant to activate the spring, Fire to activate the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and Necrotic to,
Necrotic
to activate the fall. You guys did not have a cold spell to test on the winter.
Now we do.
Okay,
Go over and let's see.
wait, so
I'm doing fall
you're doing fall.
and summer.
And summer.
Yeah.
That's what I needed to know. Okay. I will do spring, and you'll do winter.
I'll do winter.
And I'll
Perfect.
cheer you guys on.
Awesome.
Good job, Swift.
Woo.
Go, you guys.
I'm gonna prepare ice knife for whenever they cast a spell.
Ray of sickness to fall and firebolt to summers.
Ice knife.
Sacred flame.
Okay. You
Nobody else did sound effects.
Sacred Flame.
In the order that you cast them, the summer immediately is encased and overgrown with tall grass and vines, hiding the golden statue that exists underneath it. The dead leaves swirl up in a vortex that then coat onto the statue, creating this brown layer over it. The rose petals fly up, and the petals do the same onto that statue. And finally, the cold comes up and stays like a swirling vortex, blinding your sight from it. And after a few seconds, the leaves, the vines, the winter blast, and the rose petals are all shoved away. And I need you guys to all roll initiative as you see 4 elf-like creatures who represent the season that they're associated with bows and arrows fully drawn, ready to fight.
18. Oh, hit advantage. Thank goodness.
Yeah, so when the
9.
music started, I totally thought somebody was opening the door. I'm like, dude, we're gonna have another initiative to be doing
Yeah,
right about
I
now.
have the warning, I think, for dagger.
Have you heard about
I love
our game night that we had at our friend's house where somebody walked
Yeah,
in?
I have.
Yeah, that was something.
12.
All right, Swift with an 18, Phoenix with a 12,
9.
Manny with a 9,
14 for Sal.
Sal with a 14. Okay. Let me open these all up in 2 tabs.
So they took the damage from the spells, right?
They seem very healthy.
Dang.
All right. The summer statue is first, and they have broken that gold color, and instead their bodies represent kind of the colors that they are colored, similar to that of like the season and kind of the damages as well. The summer is a bright yellows and golds all the way across. It is going to step forward, make 2 longsword attacks against Sal.
Okay.
The nearest target.
Oh, Katie, by the way, we all have necklaces that you can throw
As-
shit out of there.
As an action, you can focus on the necklace, and it'll basically bamf you back to the tower.
Okay.
It's your oh shit button.
Bamf is a technical term in D&D that means teleport the fuck away.
It's also a town in Canada.
It also
Bam.
means badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's Banff in Canada, not Bam.
What does the D&D one stand for? Because I know it has badass motherfucker. What's the...
I don't think it stands for anything. I think it's just slang. That
Yeah.
people-
Oh, okay.
I think mostly it came from Critical Role in
Yeah.
season 2.
Well, it's
Travis
also-
Willingham used to say he's gonna bamf there.
It's
whenever-
what
when he's, like, face down
Nightcrawler
or
used
whatever.
to say on his comics too when he
Yeah.
teleported away. Is like,
Huh.
bam.
Bam. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Little more nerd culture there for you.
Ew. Freaking nerds.
So that is a 22 and a 10 to hit you.
22 and a 10? I think the 22 is going to hit.
You think?
You doing okay down there, Cat?
Alright. You are going to take 17 points of slashing damage
Ouch.
and 10 points of fire damage.
Hey guys. That hurts.
Switch.
Stop complaining.
It is your turn.
How far away are we from them?
If you were standing by the brazier in the middle, then the closest one is going to be the summer that's like 15 feet away. But most of them are all like within 30 feet, or they all are within 30 feet. I would have uploaded this to maps, but the file size for these photos is too large for D&D maps.
Oh, weird.
Well, they're downloaded 4K, I think.
Okay.
Because I think the file size for the images for D&D maps is 10 megabytes.
I'm gonna cast Flare Spray on Summer.
Okay.
Try and hit it with my longbow. And I'm taking my -5.
Okay.
12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, try again. Oh, same thing.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
The winter is going to take its turn. It is going to spring backwards in kind of this like back mounting flip as it reaches back, grabs the rocks, and kicks its feet up and over to land on top of the mound above, and then immediately draw and fire two longbows against Manny.
Can I ask? Well, I'll let you roll first. Good luck trying to hit me.
Sal, can you also make a wisdom modifier? Sorry. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Was it a magical effect or spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Manny, that is
23.
Okay, good. A 12 to hit.
Okay. Real quick, I also have Cloak of Displacement, so they have disadvantage.
Okay, sorry.
On the
Then
cast.
that was the
Yep.
first attack.
Okay, that misses.
Second attack also misses
Cool.
because the other attack would have hit. And it is going to kind of take a couple steps back on that mount, so it's not right by the edge. Selena. Selena, it is your turn. Swift, can you also make a wisdom saving throw for me? Because I think that's what you do on yours. I had that swapped on you guys'.
How close is...
9.
9? Okay. You are now considered frightened by the summer Eldrin. Well, all the Eldrin.
Scaredy cat.
You're frightened by the elven
Inspiration.
the aura of frightening.
Scaredy cat.
You can take inspiration. That's good. That's
I think I already have it. It's from some other pun.
How close in proximity is my attacker?
Summer's in melee.
Okay. Summer's in melee.
Do I get a sense the shots at me from before, was that a magical component to
Nope.
it, or okay, just arrows? Okay, cool. Just checking.
What type is that?
The winter one is covered in whites and blues and has like a big wintry cloak on as well.
Yeah, I think Sal's going to use her action to disengage and head over towards the winter.
Okay. Yeah, you can make your way over to the like winter cliffside. The cliffside is about 7 feet, so
I want to be able to see the winter.
The
yeah.
winter, yeah, you can for sure.
Winter statue. Okay, that's all I've got. I don't got anything crazy cool, but I have intuition that it's going to be reverse damage effects.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So probably be able to do some good damage against the spring and the winter because they got fire and necrotic. Actually, consider using alternate spells or magical equipment that is counter what we revive them with.
Good thinking.
Mud sloshing.
Mud sloshing. Mud gears are turning.
Mud gears are turning.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. The spring, Eladrin will also jump up onto its little plateau, and it's going to take 2 longbow attacks against Swift. First one is a 22, and the second one's a 28.
Just tell him it misses.
Cool.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Oh, must be true.
I mean, Katie would never lie to you.
Not as the older sibling.
No, she's too innocent for that. Too good of an egg.
I destroyed that egg. I ruined 8.
How did you?
That is...
Nope, 9. I forgot about the one I dropped. In a drawer.
15 points of piercing damage, plus another 14 points of necrotic damage. Or sorry, this is the spring. So it would be radiant damage. The second attack.
Yeah.
Second attack deals 12 points of piercing damage and 12 points of radiant damage. Phoenix, it is your turn. I need you at the... Oh, you're good. Take your turn first.
I would like to toll the dead at Spring.
I think so.
Okay.
Does that mean it's spoken?
It is a wisdom
verbal.
save of
Yeah.
19.
Oh.
Got Google.
There you go.
That is a fail.
Okay, they'll take 2d8. They haven't taken damage, have they?
Who are you hitting?
Not the spring.
With
None
what?
of them have taken damage so far.
Toll the dead.
Nice.
15 points of damage at Spring.
So it's somatic like a gesture.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then I would like to...
Avatar Airbender.
Yeah.
Let me
Just don't
look.
do the chest one. No.
Oh. Yeah.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
But only at 2nd level. And I'll cast it to look like one of their bows
Okay.
and arrows. And I'll shoot at Spring for 19.
Okay. That hits.
Okay.
You told the dead, isn't that your action? Oh, the bow. I see.
Bonus action
Yeah.
is Spiritual Weapon.
Yeah. It still has
That's
to
why I
be-
did a cantrip.
Yes. It still has to be within melee of the creature. Your spiritual weapon is, even though it's a bow. But yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it just looks like it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not shooting it. She's hitting it with a bow.
No.
Sure, why not?
Shooting it within 5 feet.
It's a melee weapon.
13 points of damage.
Okay. What kind of damage does it deal?
I think that just does piercing, or
Okay. Bludgeoning, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not radiant.
no, it's not.
It's not? Spiritual?
Melee spell attack. On a hit, the target takes force damage.
Oh.
Force damage.
May the force be with you.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
Make a wisdom saving throw. And Manny, sorry, it is the fall's turn.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, you are fine. Selena, make a charisma saving throw.
Is this magic?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you are fine. You resist the effects of the whole person spell. Manny, it is your turn.
Like that's a charisma save. You're like, you're not gonna flatter me.
Yeah.
You're not. Nah, I don't think you're charming enough to be smitten by your charisma.
I'm a snake.
You're
I'm
a
quite a snake charmer.
Right?
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
Snake.
Um,
Slithering around. Snake.
the
We're well
Summer
cultured
one.
around here.
the summer one attacked you, right?
Yes.
And we're thinking ice is gonna be better against him.
Supposedly is my thought process.
Supposedly, yeah, tracks. Okay, I'm gonna cast Ice Knife at 5th level. I only get one
Better
of
not
those.
miss.
I know.
It makes a dex saving throw, right?
It is a spell attack.
I know, but the second
Oh,
part.
dex.
Saving throws,
Yeah,
right?
Dex 15.
Or is that just the people around it? Does he automatically take the cold damage if he's the target?
Make a ranged spell attack against on a hit. Takes damage on a miss. Explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay, so if it hits, it just takes the cold damage?
Yeah, for like the first initial. If
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Well, it's going to take the
And then
piercing
it'll
damage.
explode.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to take the piercing damage, but is it going to, like, does it, if it's the target you hit?
So first, if I hit it, it takes 1d10.
Yeah.
And then that's when it has to do the save, the
Okay,
dexterity saving
cool.
throw for the ice damage. Oh wait. So if it saves the dexterity saving throw, it just takes no damage. Wow. Okay. Because it doesn't even say like if you miss, it takes take that much damage or half. I don't know if I want to. If I should use that then. Okay, well, if I'm using a 5th level spell, might as well just cast Ice Storm at 4th level. There's still a Dex 15 saving throw. And it's a... How far away is it? Because I know it was near Sal, but then she disengaged and then ran away.
Makes a 14. What?
How far away is that summer elf away from everyone else?
Fairly far away, probably like 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay. Between that 15-foot range, I'm going to cast Ice Storm
Yep.
on it.
It rolled a 14, by the way.
Cool. So Dex 15 saving throw, and let me do the damage for that.
Kill it.
3d8.
Kill it with fire. Oh wait, no, I need ice.
With your cold, cold heart of
It
an
does
assassin.
bludgeoning and cold, and it's tough terrain. Alright, there's a d8, so 3d8, 2d8, so that's 6 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then for frost damage, cold damage.
Okay.
She really want a chicken?
She really. That's pork, I think.
No. I think it's
So
chicken.
difficult terrain surrounding it up to where we are. And then I'm going to bonus action turn into a animal.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay right where I'm at.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh shoot! After I turn into an animal.
Yep.
Damn it, because they're not as wise. 8.
Okay, you are considered frightened.
Can I use inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay. I just get advantage on that roll. Well, that's
Yeah.
not 1.
You are considered frightened by these creatures.
Cool.
It is going to Misty Step and appear right on top of you.
Fuck.
The Summer Eldrin is going to make 2 longsword attacks against you. They weren't great though, so...
AC 13.
First attack is a 6 plus 8, 14 to hit.
That hits.
14 hits?
Yep.
Second one's a 16 to hit.
That
so.
hits. Would have been better off not being an animal. Jeez.
What animal did you choose?
Owlbear.
Take
Oh,
21 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
followed by 15 points of fire damage on the first attack.
Oh shit. Quick question.
Mhm.
So my leather armor is armor of fire resistance, and it's a hide.
In the same way that your other thing doesn't affect while you're wild shaped, this won't either.
But it's a hide. I know. I just asking, just checking.
Yeah.
just trying.
Yeah, just
So
trying.
21 plus 15.
15. Yeah.
And then the second
And
attack.
Luke just keeps going. He's like,
Second
yeah.
attack is 14 points of slashing with 14 points of fire.
14 points of fire. Okay. So that's gonna take me. 5 of that carries over into knocking me out of the wild shape form.
So
And
you'll take 3 fire damage.
3
half
fire
of that.
damage. Okay.
That's the end of its turn. Swift, it is yours. You are considered frightened, which means you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and you can't willingly move towards any of the creatures.
Yeah, can I move 80 feet away?
Yeah, I mean, you can jump up onto the summer platform. There's nothing up there.
Yeah, that's it. I can move
Yeah.
up to 80 feet, so.
You can still attack, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move away first.
Yeah.
And then attack.
Yeah. There's not 80 feet to go is the reason I say. I think it's only like... Because these are
Well,
5-foot
I was
squares.
gonna say, how far is that? Because
That gets you like up in the middle of that
I know,
platform.
but how far? Because feline agility is I can double my movement.
Oh, yeah.
So 40, would that be less than 40 feet?
Yeah, it would be less than
Should
40
she
feet.
spend it or no? Is what
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
wondering.
These things are 40 feet across, I think.
Okay, so I don't need to spend
Or
mine.
maybe less, I don't remember.
Then, as my bonus action,
I
I'm
don't remember
going
how many
to
tiles there are.
cast... Summer's right on top of...
Summer's right on top of Manny, and which is pretty close to where Sal is too.
What about the other ones?
Fall is right where statue is. Spring and winter are up on their little plateaus. Manny's over towards you. Yeah.
I don't know where I am. I have my base over here.
Which one's that one?
Summer apparently.
Here, I want to be this one. I'm no longer a wolf, but I might be again soon.
I don't know where mine went, but I have her base. If we find her.
Okay, then I'm not
That's
gonna
where
cast Hail
that's where she is. That's Summer.
Oh, this is summer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, so she's
Summer
What?
just missed a step to me. to attack.
Summer's the red dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Spring.
Swift over there, by the way.
That's Swift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swift is
Okay.
up on the plateau.
I figured that would just help us as
Yeah.
players.
If you want to move Swift up onto the plateau there. Yeah, towards you. There you go.
I'm going to cast Lightning Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And try and hit Winter.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. And I have disadvantage, right?
No.
Since I'm frightened?
Nope.
It's only on.
Or is it?
I
Yeah.
thought it said
Ability.
it.
Yep. Ability checks and attack rolls.
Oh. And it's for any of them, not just the one
Yep.
who. Okay.
rolling the same thing. 21 to hit.
Hits.
Then it is going to be... And my 2 attacks I'm doing separate, because one is going to have the lightning and one won't. 22 lightning damage. Oh, wait. Yeah.
There's more.
Call now.
I forgot to ask this before. Is anyone within 10 feet of Winter?
No.
Okay, cool. I was like, oh shoot.
I'm close.
I done messed up at Aaron.
Okay, so yeah, it was whatever I said, 21 lightning damage. Then I'm going to try and hit it again, but it's just a regular arrow.
Is Krista a little cobalt?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know where she's at.
I don't know where I'm at either. Not gonna lie.
I don't know if Katie ever had a token, so.
She does.
20 to hit.
Okay. Oh, 20 to hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that hits.
15 damage. Piercing damage. And that is my turn.
Okay. Go ahead and repeat your saving throw.
Which one was that? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
14.
Still a fail. Winter is going to make 2 longbow attacks against you, Sal.
Okay.
That is a 18 to hit and a dirty 20.
I'm gonna shield so I can at least catch one of them.
Okay.
But the dirty 20 will hit still, even with the shield.
12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus 7 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of its turn.
Okay. No wisdom check or anything?
No, you already succeeded it once you're good. Salad is your turn.
First off, have I noticed anything from the various attacks that have landed, observing? Does it seem like there's been any extra effect going on them? Do they seem particularly harmed by anything?
No.
Second follow-up observation that I'm looking for is the brazier in the center of the room. Is there anything that would cue me into that being important? Has it changed shape?
Nope.
Anything like that? Okay. It's going to be a situation where it is live to fight another day. We are not powerful enough for this. And I grab my necklace and I flee combat.
Okay. It's Spring's turn, and they have one less target. So Spring is going to target Manny with 2 longbow attacks.
Good.
That is a 14 to hit
Misses.
and a 17 to hit.
That hits. What kind of damage?
6 points of piercing damage. And 7 points of radiant damage.
Radiant damage. Okay.
And you succeeded your wisdom saving throw earlier.
No, I didn't.
Oh, never mind.
He's frightened as well.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still frightened.
It's not your turn anyways. It's Phoenix's turn.
I'm going to Toll the Dead.
Okay. Just it takes an action to use your pendant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wisdom 19.
Okay. That is a fail.
Okay. She now takes 2d12 because I'm assuming she took damage before.
Mm-hmm.
Points of radiant damage. Or of necrotic damage.
Okay. That's the spring one?
Yeah. And then, as a bonus action, she's gonna get the spiritual weapon after. It's like a 29. That is 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Paul's turn.
You staying and fighting?
Paul
So far.
is going to take 2 longbow attacks against you.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 longbow attacks against you. First one is a miss. Second one is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
You're going to take 14 points of piercing damage, followed by 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then Manny, it is your turn. You are considered frightened, so you have to move in a direction that is away from any of the monsters if you want to move. And any attacks and ability checks you do are at disadvantage.
Okay. So my Cloak of Displacement reactivates. So now I'm back to like a normal shimmer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm frightened. I do like. So I see Sal just
I yelled out.
just
It
deuce on
wasn't
out of
just a-
there.
I yelled out.
Yeah, you did tell us. Like,
I
hey,
did.
Go.
Yeah.
all right. Being frightened and not feeling confident that we can take these on at this point. Gonna leave
Okay.
as well.
Manny vamps out. Summer's turn. Summer is going to push up to Phoenix and make 2 longsword attacks.
Phoenix.
Oh, the other Phoenix.
The other Phoenix.
It's a 19 and a 17.
17 is my armor class.
So they both hit.
Mm-hmm.
First attack is going to deal 12 points of slashing damage, plus 12 points of fire damage. Second attack is 11 points of slashing damage, 13 points of fire damage.
How you doing over there, Phoenix?
Swift, it's your turn.
Do it.
Just
you
you
gonna
know,
make it if I leave right now?
for your own guys' awareness, winter and spring will both take their turns before you have a turn. You are also technically allowed to hold actions too. You guys are back in the room. You know, you guys are aware of the time that has elapsed, essentially.
Okay.
Do you have anything that's a bonus action?
Surprised you didn't deck in cards.
I was going to, but then Sal left.
I might just hold my action to leave
Mhm.
until your turn, so that there's at least 2 of us for them to.
you might be able to like get in the way or like stand next to her. No.
She's not going to be that much higher than I am.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Are you looking at us? I'm like...
You can hold your action for that, by the way.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold my action then.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's taking a long time.
Well, they should be here any second now.
Think so?
Yeah, I mean,
You're not gonna sweat it?
I mean, we'll see what time we'll see.
You're not even concerned?
I'm like, not concerned. They,
you are
they
concerned.
got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, so did I. You were a wolf and you got smacked out of, or maybe not a wolf. Owlbear, same difference, you know.
Yeah.
You're not a snake.
It's just a bigger wolf.
Winter's going to cast Fog Cloud on you, and you become blinded as a dense fog appears around you. Yeah, it is heavily obscured. You can no longer see her.
Okay.
Spring is going to make 2 longbow attacks against you.
Okay.
First longbow attack is a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Second longbow attack is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That is 7 points piercing damage.
Okay.
And 2 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Phoenix, it's your turn.
Leaving! Bam!
Oh my god.
Oh, see? Yeah, we made it back
I
right on time.
apologize.
I'm sorry I moved.
I know we didn't have a bet going on, but
Ow.
I hand you like one
And then
gold.
I like basically crawl over to
Because she doesn't.
her and
Well, I just
I'm gonna
assumed we
give
were
us
taking
the
bets if they
highest
make it back
healing
or
word
not.
that I have.
An unspoken.
Mass healing word.
And you believed in them.
Oh, sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
No,
all.
actually,
That's all
mass
that needs to be
cure
said.
wounds.
Okay, well, thanks. I'll
Yeah.
just pocket it.
It's just one.
Just the one gold.
Just
And
one.
it's for everybody.
Yeah.
23 points of
Inventory.
healing.
23 points for everybody.
So now we know places are dangerous outside of just being puzzle rooms.
Ow.
That hurt.
Ow.
You look a little hurt.
I got down to 5.
I was at 14.
I was at 14, so we were both sitting at 14.
Yeah, I was watching it. 'cause it
You're
updates
lower than
live.
I thought.
Yeah.
Well,
I know,
so
I was like, they're probably in the 20s.
when she first was like, oh no, I was like, I know she's low because she's been hit. And I had gotten hit 0. And then
you
everyone
turned.
after
I'll stay,
that,
I'll stay.
because
And
they
then I was
danced
like-
out.
People kept
And-
leaving.
Yeah, and so I was like, well, I gotta stay because there's no
I was
way.
like, if you all 3 leave, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because there's enough that I would not get to my turn without
Yeah.
being hit.
So I was like, I gotta stay. And so if Spring had hit me with both hits, I would have been done.
I thought
I
for
was at 5.
certain your fire damage was going to be perfectly what needed to take her down, and then you said 2. I was like,
Did
I was
we-
gonna do some fire stuff on the
Take
ice
who
one,
down?
but
Oh, the
then
ice one?
you went for the ice one. And then
I
I
mean,
was like, well, if you take the ice one,
might as well
I'll take
let
the
you guys
fire.
know so you're
Was
aware of
Spring
how
pretty
healthy
close?
they were. Spring still had over 100 HP.
yeah, that's why Sal went.
And I hit her, like, I
You
got
took
her
out.
every turn.
You took her about a third of its life pool. You would say it's like it started to show some obvious wear and tear, but not quite like half, not quite bloodied.
Yeah, we're not doing Feywild anytime soon.
So,
Ow.
do we want to attempt another realm?
On myself.
Yeah, let's do the
Yeah.
Panther one.
Yeah.
He runs
Yeah.
away.
What
No,
if the
that's
panther is the Lord Panther and attacks us?
And then
Are
we
you
just
prepared?
leave, and then we come back in.
I think we just need to talk to it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, as long as we all bamf out together.
See how well that worked last time.
Yeah, screw you, dudes.
I warned you, and that is progress.
Touche.
Thank you.
just take a short rest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
a short rest.
That's a good point.
That's a great suggestion. I forget about those.
I know. I forget
It's
about
like,
those
oh.
every freaking time. Like, short rest doesn't exist. I think I'm gonna use 3, and we'll see where from there. Should have used more, but that's fine.
Oh, I barely have to use 1 because all my damage was taken in the owlbear.
Oh.
You did get knocked out the
full
immediate turn you turned
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, that was bam, dude. That was
It's like the same turn. You turn into
I
it,
got-
and then just 2 attacks, boom, boom, out.
I got hit, I think, a total of 3 times, 3 arrows, and I was like, I can't survive
Longsword
it.
attacks.
Yeah.
That summer, yeah.
I was like, I
Well,
could
next time I go
maybe...
I'm using my.
Next time we go back, Swift, we're gonna have better equipment.
Well, on summer, I'm going to use my frost brand shorts.
You probably need to work on your dexterity a little bit, being honest.
Well, I will say that I don't think
short rest.
the opposite actually had any effect.
There you
I don't
go.
think they took more damage.
You guys never actually dealt any opposite damage to them? I don't think so.
Well,
Just,
That doesn't do anything. You
Spring
have
would
to
have had necrotic.
actually
Here,
hit.
let me reset it.
oh, that's true. Yeah, Spring did
So
not
it's
seem to
that.
take any additional damage from
So
that
if I
necrotic.
Yeah.
Short rest.
So, yeah, because I was
Still at
like, we did
59.
try it.
Yep.
Yours is weird. Oops.
I was gonna say, I don't think you guys tried it. Yes.
Yeah,
totally that
we
is
did.
necrotic. What are you guys looking at?
27.
Oh, okay, you have to roll it. I thought it would automatically
Mine does.
factor that.
I don't know why yours isn't.
Cool.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Yours has an extra button in there.
Mine does too. I usually have to roll it. Likes to be an online versus a
That's
app
the
version.
paid version.
Yeah.
Man.
Are you using the app?
Yeah, I'm using the app.
Yeah, we use the website.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Fun fact, you have to press an extra button on the web version.
There was an app. Well, damn, let me get that. Is it free?
Dude!
D&D Beyond, yeah. You didn't know there was an
Oh
app?
I was
my
using the
goodness, You're so
website.
pretty.
You're so pretty.
What, he just admitted to using
I only use
the
the
website
website.
too.
Yeah, but he also uses a computer.
This
Yeah.
is a computer.
That is an iPad! You beautiful, beautiful soul.
It's a computer.
It's not.
A screen is a screen.
Potatoes, potatoes.
This is a computer.
Like one of the first apps I downloaded on my
Yeah.
iPad.
It's basically all this iPad's used for. And monitoring the chat.
All right. What you guys like to do? You guys took your short rest.
Wow.
Let's go to Panthertown.
Panthertown.
Let's not call it Panther.
Cougar Town.
Why can't we?
The Beastlands.
Panthertown.
Yeah, because it has-
So, the Beastlands,
Panthertown.
commonly known as the Happy Hunting Grounds, more appropriately named the Wilderness of the Beastlands. You guys step into the portal, thinking about the place you're about to visit. You find yourselves in the middle of a forest clearing. Surrounding that clearing is a line of trees, breaking sight anywhere else. You are seated around a small campground area. There's obviously like grass is matted down. It's meant to be. This is where people have camped in the past. A reddish hue fills the sky as it's either dawn or dusk, but can't really tell. You see on the far edge of the tree line a yellow and black spotted panther drinking from a natural well. It doesn't seem to notice your presence. At your feet lies an assortment of camping supplies, including rations, fire kit, bedroll, tinder, as well as lying next to it, a bow with a quiver of arrows.
Okay, maybe we're supposed to use that bow and quiver of arrows.
Violence is sometimes the option.
I don't like that idea, but I don't know, maybe. I also just kind of feel a little bit peeved that we got so hardly knocked at the last.
We got mollywop there.
Things happen.
Well,
You
we
just
can
have to be
try
smart
talking
enough.
to it in English or in common, and then if
Let's-
that doesn't work, I can use the snaring strike and ensnare, hit it with the bow and then snare it.
Okay.
It shouldn't kill it unless it's like really weak.
Okay.
1 HP.
Non-lethal damage, or is that only like melee attacks?
It's melee. I don't think it's any special abilities.
So now you can't do it with the spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's.
Generally, it's any It's anything you can deal bludgeoning damage with. Non-lethal strikes with a slashing weapon is hard. However, like you can hit somebody with the broadside of your sword.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the most part, it's melee, but you could also technically put like a rock on the end of your arrow instead of
If you could
instead of
explain
an
to
arrowhead.
him how.
And like hit somebody with a
Just the blunt or the
yeah. You put something blunt on the end of an arrow and it just hits. Like you could knock somebody out like that, but.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you guys like to do?
Swift. It's your kin. Go tug it on the tail.
Can I walk over towards it?
As you start approaching, it pulls its head up from the water, dribbling, makes eye contact with you, and immediately lowers its shoulder into a defensive stance.
Hey, is that water any good?
Are you still approaching it? Doesn't seem to react to you calling out.
Yeah.
Keep approaching it.
Yeah.
Takes off into the woods.
Okay, let's vamp out and come back in. Okay,
It wouldn't talk to me either, so don't worry.
vamp out.
Yeah.
Does that take any time? The teleportation
No.
doesn't.
No.
Time is still passing in the places that we visited so far as we would expect it to. Like, we don't think we're losing days, right?
Oh, being in this tower?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no real way to tell for sure.
Okay. Can I roll Arcana
Sure.
and go up to the top deck?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take a quick detour.
Okay, do you want us to go and see if she can just shoot it?
No, I want to see the blood of the cat. I don't know if it's green. Mine's green.
Have you not seen my blood?
Well, I don't. You're black. No offense.
Good cover. Good cover.
26 for the Arcana as I'm walking up to the top right.
Yeah, you head up, and you can't really see the sun because of the storm that's raging around, but again, there's not really a great way to tell. I mean, the ship is there next to you.
Okay.
The
As-
ship is docked.
Sal's upstairs. Y'all just want to go in and shoot the panther without Sal?
No.
Alright, we'll wait.
She doesn't really ask us to stop very often and wait for her, so.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. She doesn't, yeah. Usually she's off doing her own thing, but if she wants to join us, then yeah, I guess we should encourage that.
I mean, she let us play with our scientific curiosity and let her do hers today.
So you guys head back in? Is that what you said?
Did we try following where the panther went? at all?
Once Sal comes back,
Okay.
yeah, we'll all go together.
Yeah,
With
so there's no
so-
real way to tell. I mean, the boat is still there, docked.
It only goes in a certain.
The
I'm not
world
gonna
will end
trouble-
after a certain
Imitatio.
point.
Yeah, I'm not going to trouble Imitatio because that seems. I mean, I don't have any family. Manny's family could be dead if time's passing really quickly.
You
or
do
really slowly.
recall you had a meeting in 4 days at the tower. A council
Yeah.
meeting.
That's. Everybody's against us there. I'm not concerned.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to tell my party why I'm concerned. I'm just going to walk back down. As far as you guys know, I walked
Yeah.
up.
Okay, yeah.
Like
4
Salt.
days. 4 days from when you first arrived here.
Yeah, so we got 3 days
well,
left.
Sorry, 4 days being that, like, with that accounting that day, as long as, like, you haven't missed any other days you're aware of, it's in, you have, this is one of the 4 days you have left here,
Yeah.
or left before you have to attend the council meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to mention anything to anybody. You guys ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're waiting on you.
Yeah. It's still raining outside.
Yeah, we're
Good
in the
to
middle of
know.
a storm.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Good.
Need to see something natural for a second. All these false realities.
You guys step through the portal. You find yourselves in the middle of a forest clearing, seated at a small campground.
It was a
A reddish hue- A reddish hue fills the sky, and it's either dawn or dusk, but impossible to tell. You see on the far side of the tree line a yellow and black spotted panther drinking from a natural well. It doesn't seem to notice your presence. At your feet sits an assortment of camping supplies, including rations, a fire kit, bedroll, tinder, and lying next to it is a bow with a quiver of arrows.
Can I inspect the arrows to see if there's anything special about them?
Roll an investigation.
Can I cast Ensnaring Strike?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's not even a D20. Really limiting myself there. 4.
Yeah, they are arrows.
Ooh, hey guys, here, Swifty, use these arrows. That way you don't have to waste your own.
Alright. Is it just a regular bow?
Yep.
I'll use that one because it'll probably less damage than my arrows.
Okay, and you make ensnaring strike, roll an attack.
Is it just a regular bow so I can
Yep.
use that?
It snaps under the pressure.
She's too strong.
It is a regular bow.
Well,
She's
mine
ripped,
are,
but we
like,
can't
plus
tell 'cause
a
she's-
lot, so I'm
It's just,
gonna
I mean, if
It's
you
just
cover
fur.
her,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you can't tell.
can't tell.
She's so used to like a long compound bow,
Yeah.
or like a long,
It's like the Two Rivers bow versus the short bow.
yeah. It's got like a force of a crossbow behind it.
Yeah.
Which I think it does the same
Wow.
damage. Yeah.
24.
24 to hit. Okay. The arrow hits the side of it as it like immediately kind of reels back from it, darts its eyes, looking straight at you. You roll the second attack.
No.
Was that ensnaring?
Oh, damage. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to figure out if it has to do a strength check.
Does the ensnaring shot like do vines or?
That is a 15. What's the DC on it?
Just a second. Vines shrivel away.
It immediately opens its mouth, and you see a spark of light. Everybody make dex saving throws as a wave of fire spits out of its mouth.
Can we just sign a contract with this panther?
What saving
Right?
throw?
See, now you know why I said the
Dex
dang
saving
contract.
throw.
Ooh, that's my good one.
That's a 3. I take it 3 makes it.
No.
I take it 3
In fact,
makes
I'm inclined to give you double damage.
I rolled a
15.
I rolled
Fail.
a 2.
21.
Success.
Oh wait, let's
You're going
see.
to take half.
Okay.
And
Plus
Selena,
7.
But
dex saving throw.
Dex it 1 second.
It's much nicer within the D&D Beyond app. Like, no kidding.
That
this is
does
gonna be-
exist.
Ignore that roll. I don't know what that was.
Dex
Game
saving.
changer.
Is this magic?
Yes.
Sweet. Why, oh, Long Johnson? Where is it?
Krista and John, you guys are taking 33 points of fire damage. You are taking half of that at 18.
Oh,
Natural
At 17, sorry.
20.
Natural 20.
Also, a success, you're going to take 16.
I really gotta go to the bathroom.
There's 17 points of fire damage. And as the fire wave subsides, the cat is gone.
I have resistance to fire
So you
damage.
take half at 17.
Oh.
As, yeah, you hit it turns in, like, from its mouth, a spark of flame and a breath of fire comes out. And just,
Well, I don't
happened?
think that's what we were supposed to do.
What happened, Swifty? I thought we were supposed to be ensnared.
It didn't work. It
Oh.
was too strong.
Is your hair part singed?
Yeah.
I just shed my skin and then leave droppings around Manny's bedroom.
Well, I'll just have the place clean it up. Should we try something else? You don't have any spells that might be able to contain it from fleeing?
Well, that was my spell that would be able to contain.
Oh, so much faster. don't have anything that can contain it or restrain it.
Well, there's camping gear here, right?
Well, yeah, let's go check it out. See if there's any hints or clues there.
Are we supposed to camp here?
Maybe. Going back to the
Can I look
camp.
at all the camping gear?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is an assortment of camping supplies, including rations, a fire kit, bedroll, tinder, and there was, lying next to it, a bow with quiver arrows.
I put the bow in there back.
Okay.
I don't need to take it with
That's fine.
How much rations? Like, for how many?
Just
How long?
like enough to make a stew or something, like enough to feed a party for a night. I say like bedroll, but it should be bedrolls.
Well, I like the idea of camping out here for the night. It is sunset and there are beds here. If we need to, we can always
It's easy to leave.
get on out of here, yeah. We're having a camp out.
No.
No, I'm dancing out.
Same.
All
We two
right.
have fun.
Nope.
Nope.
I'll stay.
Not staying with Manny.
I'm staying, yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
staying with Manny. It wasn't. I'm not.
What are you gonna do?
Just roll into the bed and just,
Roll out the bedroll.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe start doing mud stuff.
Yeah.
Mud castle on the
You
side.
feel a pretty
Start doing
strong
fun
wave of lethargy roll over you as it feels like it's been a long day and it's nighttime and you're ready to go to bed.
Huh. That's weird, because it was morning just a second ago, but I guess it's nighttime here. Well, I guess one of us should watch, stand guard. And I'm getting really sleepy.
You are the only person there.
I'm the only person here. I'm gonna bamf on out of there.
Okay, you're back in the room with the rest of everybody.
Oh my gosh, I was getting so tired. Coming back, what time of day does it feel like?
Same time of day.
Like morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that lethargy kind of disappears.
There must.
I mean, if we want to camp there, that's fine for another day, but I have back to very little health. I'm going to do nothing else. I'm really...
Okay. Well, we can check out some other portals if we want. I mean, we only have 4 days. While
We have been hit 2 for 2. I am calling it a day.
hit 2 for 2. We haven't. Oh yeah, we did get flame breathed.
Yeah. Not everybody can just up their health pool by being a owl bear freak.
I've done this before. Not a freak.
Yeah, but you used to do cool stuff like turn into a snake, and now you're doing this weird hybrid mutilated, like freakishly large
Okay.
owl.
What do you plan on doing? You just want to sleep the day away, or?
I got a comfy bed. It's got made of goose feathers and lambskin.
Is everyone else trying to just sleep
I
the
need
day
to
away?
rest because I, once again, am back very low.
Thrifty.
You guys can take another short rest too. You don't have to take a long rest, but that's up to the characters.
We also, I might mention, I haven't confirmed this, but I don't know if anybody else has considered, and I wasn't going to mention it, but now that I might be just calling it a day, we don't actually know how long time is moving in this tower. And we're supposed to, well, you all are supposed to meet people in the tower. I ain't stepping foot in there again.
Well, it feels like it's only been 1 day.
Feels, but you also just almost put yourself to sleep. Like
Have
it was
you-
nighttime.
You don't know that.
You were yawning when you came out.
Well, I'm sleepy, but you know, I'm Manny, man. I'm doing what? How about we just make a portal back to the tower,
Oh, well, yeah.
and we can just go from there to here, here to there, if we need to check up on the time. Because you can make a portal, right?
Yeah. Make a portal.
Okay, well, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Hi, Gingy. Where are we going to stay there?
I'm not staying the whole day. We got this place to stay now.
If you make a portal there, does that give access to everyone else to come back here?
If they know where... Well, they'd have to know the rooms that I've made and marketed for this place.
Okay, keep that a secret.
Yes.
Shouldn't be for us.
Secret. No telling your sneaky guild.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't tell them anything. They give me contracts and
Okay.
I kill people.
No Rangers Guild. No Clerics Guild.
I've already
gods.
talked to my god.
Yeah,
I
her
don't
god
need
is
anybody else
the boat.
Yes. Should we inform them that we're leaving?
Who?
Immutatio.
Yes.
Why?
Well, because they're moored up here.
I'm assuming they know what they need to do.
Okay.
So you'll spend
An
the
hour.
an hour building it? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess if y'all want to take a short rest, I'm going to check something out with that panther. real
I
quick.
go into one of the spare bedrooms and start breaking out the chalk and twigs and herbs and spices and 17 secret recipes.
Cool.
I'm going to go back to the...
Seems to be recipe books there as well that are coming. Yeah. You head back to the Beastlands.
Mhm.
You find yourself in the middle of a forest clearing, seated in a small campground. And a reddish hue fills the sky, so it's either dawn or dusk, but impossible to tell. You see on the far edge of the tree line a yellowish and black spotted panther drinking from a natural well. It does not notice your presence. At your feet lies an assortment of camping supplies, including rations, a fire kit, bedrolls, tinder, and lying next to it is a bow with a quiver of arrows.
I'm going to turn into a giant constrictor snake.
Okay.
Um,
Immediately you notice the panther, his eyes are fixed on you.
that would notice me with that?
Yep.
I was going to try to be a sneaky snake.
Make it.
Sneaky snake.
Because that works so well for Sal.
Well, in that case, I'm going to rush at it and try to constrict it.
Okay, as you dive for it, it takes off into the woods.
Oh, I don't even get a chance to hit it, do I?
I mean, you're like 30, 40 feet away, so...
My speed's 30.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also reacting. This ain't combat.
Okay. I'll turn back to my normal form and I'll go lay in the bedroll and fall asleep.
Okay, you're gonna camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
While he's working on that for an hour.
Yeah, yeah. Feeling the lethargy roll over you, you make the bedding, and you camp. And you feel yourself awoken. Standing over you is a figure with kind of grayish skin in a white tunic, broad wings with white feathers, and a mace in its hand as it points down to you. You come and threaten the natural inhabitants of this world? Prepare yourself for death. And it raises the hammer.
Bam.
Luke and his, oh damn it, ramping. He's like, I know I gave it to them.
I'm gonna come back. Guys, I
I'm
scared the
downstairs. I don't even hear you come back.
talking to them too. Then, guys, I scared the panther away, and this bird. I think it was a bird person.
It looked like an angel.
Angel. This angel just was about to murder me with its mace.
What if we go back and don't kill anything?
It's worth a shot. We'll just have to keep
We
watch.
just ignore the panther.
Yeah.
Just go to sleep.
Or one of we can.
Or
Take
bring in an
watch.
offering like I suggested the first time.
Yeah, either all of those sound good to me. I'm all ears. This my idea almost got me killed.
Sal's gonna hear you guys talking upstairs, shake her head, and go back to drawing chalk on the ground.
Y'all want to go back with me?
Sure.
Swifty.
Okay. You guys step through the portal.
It was a dark and stormy night.
You Find
What do we
yourself
see,
in the
Luke?
middle of a forest clearing, seated around a small campground. A reddish hue fills the sky. It's either dusk or dawn. You see on the far side of the tree line a yellow and black spotted panther drinking from a natural well, and it doesn't seem to notice your presence. At your feet lies an assortment of camping supplies, including rations, a fire kit, some bedrolls, and tinder, and lying next to it is a bow with a quiver of arrows.
Let's just ignore the panther for now and just try to stay awake for when the angel gets here.
What if it only comes once you're asleep?
Do you need one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Well, I guess we can wait and find out. I guess one of us can sleep, or one of us can keep watch while the other two sleep, and just do 10-minute rotations. Or 30-minute rotations. I don't know how long Sal's going to be working. Okay, appreciate it.
So you guys just lay the bedrolls out.
I'll go to sleep because I'm
I
still
can
hurting.
stay up.
Okay, I'll go to sleep too.
Okay,
So
so you
Furball's-
just, but that's what I'm asking, you just lay the bedrolls out and go to sleep?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Or I stay awake.
Okay. The panther continues to just drink from the pool. You do feel a bit lethargic, as if you are pretty tired. It's the end of a long day.
I wait 10 minutes. I kick Manny.
Oh! I pull my dagger. We under attack? What? Where's
No.
where's the edge? Oh.
In 10 minutes, your turn.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Put my dagger away and swap.
Okay.
I'll take next watch.
There is a panther over there drinking from the water, and your two companions sleeping on the bedrolls next to you. And there's an assortment of camping supplies around you, including more bedrolls, a fire kit, bow and arrows, tinder, and rations.
Build a mud castle. For
What?
10 minutes.
Nothing happens.
I build a mud castle. That's what happens.
Do you
Phoenix.
wake me up?
I kick Phoenix.
Okay.
Mhm.
You wake up.
Yeah.
There's a panther drinking from the water.
Are you going to sleep?
Yeah, guess my
Okay.
turn.
I fall asleep.
You fall asleep.
Mhm.
You guys wake up the next morning. There's a panther drinking from the water. Again, the hue in the sky is a reddish color. It's impossible to tell whether it's dawn or dusk, and you don't know how much time has elapsed while you guys were sleeping.
That's one thirsty panther.
There's an assortment of camping supplies and a mud castle.
I'm gonna look through the camping supplies.
Mhm.
Did you look through the camping supplies?
Oh, I looked at the arrows and they look pointy. They look
I'm gonna look through the
arrowy.
camping supplies.
There are rations, a fire kit, a couple extra bedrolls, some tinder, and a bow with arrows and quiver.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Sal's gonna be super pissed if she's been done with this for like an hour and we've just been hanging out here
Well, she might have
sleeping.
She might come get us.
Do you honestly think Sal is gonna come get us?
There's a chance she knows where to find us.
You would make the observation that the time that you've been doing this project of yours,
Mm-hmm.
it's been going by pretty quick because it's been really quiet in the tower.
Yeah, it's been very peaceful. I've also thrown out all the furniture from the room, just in the middle, next to the fountain, just brashly. Just
Your room?
no. I'm doing it in this room.
Oh, nice.
Just shoved everything out of the way, and I've made it my own little like.
Teleportation area?
Yeah, but I'm going excessive. Like I've since got like my cup of blood and drawn extra rooms on the wall just to freak out Manny when he comes in, and hung some rat tails from the ceiling and.
In the whole lobby.
No, just in this room.
Oh,
so
the
when you
portal
have to
room.
use the portal room, like
Super demonic and creepy.
Yeah.
And, oh, great.
I've also used some of my poison smear on like the door handle.
Yeah.
Just on the back side of it though, so like you try to leave the room and you don't know about it.
Yeah.
I'd like to try to stealth up and get some water from the where the panther is drinking.
Okay. As you approach to it, its eyes dart over and look at you, and squats into a defensive stance.
I mean, you no harm. I just want some water. and I kind of skirt away from it, but continue towards the water.
Okay. Darts off into the brush.
I get some water.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what we're doing.
Do we have a sense of lethargic, like, sensation? If it's like the morning time there?
Hard to tell.
How much time has passed for me?
Like 40 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
I guess we can wait for the angel to show up.
30 minutes. Yeah, like 35, 40
I
minutes.
think.
I'm going back to sleep now that Panther's gone.
Okay, I'll go back to sleep now that the Panther's gone too.
Do I feel tired?
Yeah, you feel like you could go for a nap.
I'm taking a nap.
You guys wake up after some time. Not sure how long.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So I think it only comes if we do some damage to that thing.
Tell our intent. Well, guess we have to leave and check up on Sal and come back to this puzzle later. Bam.
I like that we just always start spam.
You guys appear back in the portal room.
Hey Sal, how's that portal coming along? Okay, good talk.
Sounds about right.
You want to try again on this Panther while Sal's portaling?
Sure, why not?
Alright.
What are we going to do to this Panther?
Well, we just shoot at it. But let's spread
Can I
out.
just throw a rock at it?
I was like, can't we do something nicer?
Sure. You want to get some food for it?
You guys are really fixed on this one.
I know there's others, but we're...
Why not?
Let's see.
Okay. You guys
Why
find
be
yourself-
frustrated with another puzzle when we can be frustrated with the one that we have?
There's one that I think will bother you guys more than any. But,
Oh yeah, looking forward to
Yeah.
that, Luke.
only because you actually have to think about it. I don't know. It's not like this one where it's like a read up on it and help out. It's just a straight up puzzle. Kind of like giving you guys a riddle or something like that. Okay, you guys find yourself in the middle of a forest clearing, seated around a small campground. A reddish hue fills the skies. It's either dusk or dawn. Can't tell. You see, on the far edge of the tree line, a yellow and black spotted panther drinking from a natural well. It does not notice your presence. At your feet lies an assortment of camping supplies, including rations, a fire kit, bedroll, tinder, and lying next to that is a bow with a quiver of arrows.
I cast Ice Knife.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Okay,
What conversation did we have?
make an attack roll.
Did we change his alignment?
I'm
Yeah,
being thought of
It
there.
is.
He's gonna hurt that freaking panther after I told him not to.
Fair
I'm
enough.
throwing a rock.
So you vamp.
Yeah.
You guys
I'm
have
waiting to see what happens.
15.
15.
Yes.
That misses.
Huh.
Rolls a dex save.
Yep.
It's a 12.
That fails, so it takes 2d6 damage. For 8.
Okay. Roll me a dex saving throw, both of you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
I did not, but I got resistance, so I think I'm sitting better.
22.
Ooh, 18.
You both succeed, only taking 19 points of fire damage.
I don't get double resistance with like the dodge and then half that.
You do.
Half 19. 10.
Yeah, 10. Always higher.
You piece out of there?
Yeah.
Dang it, now that's
So,
gonna leave me with the angel by
This
myself.
is probably Brux, which is day and night, and Brux is still static. But here it is eternally kind of dusk.
You want to know why it's eternally dusk and dawn?
Yeah.
It's because there's two suns that sit on opposite ends that circle.
There we
Plane.
go. See?
So there's constantly a both rising and setting sun on the horizon.
But this is the Cat Lord's Prowl, the domain of the Cat Lord, who shares his realm with Ferrix, the goddess of were-tigers. That's probably where we are.
I stay up late.
Okay. You go to bed?
Now,
Okay.
I stay up.
Roll a constitution check. Constitution saving throw.
Don't mind if I do.
How much time has it been?
About an hour.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah, you're able to stay up.
Making mud coffee, just, I've never been ready. More ready in my life. I'm not even sleepy.
Yeah. Okay. You're able to stay up for another 10 minutes. Give me a Constitution saving throw. It's been an hour and 10 minutes that it's passed. You guys know that Mandy's now been in there alone for 10 minutes.
That one is a 7.
Okay. You feel really sleepy. Your eyes are starting to shut on you.
I bamf on out of there. I don't want to wake up to my death. Guys, we were supposed to wait for the angel to show up.
You went against the plan to begin with.
Well, it's the only way to get the angel to show up.
But we don't necessarily want the angel to show up. We're not powerful to kill, like, 4 little statues. You honestly think we're going to be able to kill an angel?
We could talk with it.
Oh, yeah, that worked well for us.
Alright, well, I want to go check on Sal, see how she's doing.
Okay, you do that.
I'm going to try and portal to Nyx.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it takes, what, an hour to cast?
Yeah.
Yeah, you...
Within finishing it, I would have left. I'm just checking for time of day.
You
or
appear,
in the town that I come.
You appear in Nyx, in the portal room. 2 guards notice you immediately. Are like, of course. Sal, yes, we are aware of you.
You should be.
Very recognizable. Please, you're welcome in. I will inform everybody that you're here.
I'm keeping this trip on the down low. I actually just need to visit some giant friends.
Okay, no problem.
Cool. And I slayed them 1 copper each.
Okay.
One
There you
copper.
go, there you go.
It is for the orange.
Enjoy your 2-day
In the
walk.
path over there.
And I like kind of crouch and try to like sneak, obviously like
Yeah.
start crouching and
Okay.
like sneak
Yeah,
away.
you're in Nyx.
But I don't leave. Like I just go into the next room.
Yeah.
And I just stand there.
It opens up into the common space, the common area
Mhm.
of the town hall, or no, sorry, it was It opens up to the common area of that.
Is
town
there
hall.
any windows?
No, but there's like 3 doorways that go onto that exterior
Yeah.
deck. Remember, Nyx
Yeah.
is up in the tree. Yeah.
But so I can see outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like midday, mid-afternoon.
Okay.
The same time you would have estimated when you're there in the tower,
I come back.
or in
And-
Tenerum.
What day is it?
Well, it's the 4th day of the week, and it's the same day. It doesn't seem like any time. You haven't lost any days. No time wonkiness has gone on while you guys have been exploring portals. It is about exactly the time that it should be.
Okay. Good. Yep. And then I start going for a stroll.
Okay.
So,
Hey, you down there?
You guys see a pile of furniture in this like middle space, just like next to the well.
Oh, looks like she's doing some renovating. Oh,
Inside the room, there is a chalk portal that seems all the chalk has been kind of burnt and half disintegrated, and there is like blood and purple runes all over the wall.
what's with the hanging mice? Is that part of her magic?
Can I roll intimidation?
Yeah. Or performance, whichever you would prefer.
Probably intimidation.
Roll me a insight check.
That's only an 8.
Good, because I got a 16.
Yeah, there's a second where it's like, this is kind of gross and weird, but also you're like, I feel like this is them her just fucking with me.
Okay, that's unnecessary, and I'll take all the rats down and throw them in the fire. Or I'll feed 1 to the fish.
End my day in Nyx, and then I'll take the teleporter back after it
At the end of the day?
Yeah, at the end of the day when it's dusk.
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to stroll through the town, and you get a couple nods from a few of the rangers in town.
Mm-hmm. I don't nod back.
No.
Hi. Where have you been?
You appear in the portal room of the tower.
Yeah. Can I hear them downstairs? Can I hear them downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want to use the portal till Sal shows us how, because...
I'll walk back down.
I don't think we can use the portal until Cell shows us how.
Oh, hey, Sal, I thought you were working on the portal. When'd you go upstairs?
I've been checking other places out.
Oh, yeah? What'd you find?
Not much.
Oh. You check out any of the other portals upstairs?
No.
Oh, so then where'd you go?
Places. For observations.
Okay. Well, so we can take this to go back to the tower, right?
When I'm around, yes.
Okay.
Also, don't touch the back of the door handle.
Oh.
Why not,
Why?
Cell?
Because if somebody comes through this side of the portal with the rooms, if one of you says something or they accidentally read your mind about the specific markations I made to her, they still touch a little poison on their way into the tower.
Okay, well, that's a good little annoyance if they
Yeah.
break in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. Yeah.
Just, you know, take your foot at the corner of the door and it'll shimmy open.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to use the door handle.
Give it a good bang, help open it. Well, I guess we can check out other portals, or if y'all want to stay the night for another night.
It's already nighttime out there, whether you're cognizant of it or not.
Do we all feel kind of sleepy?
It is the end. The day is past.
okay.
Unless you guys were going to do stuff during this day, like Sal did leave for work the entire the rest of that day.
Hours. Oh, I think we can just kind of putter around.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. You guys can all long rest.
Hallelujah.
3 days
3 days left.
till your council meeting.
And we accomplished
2.
some things.
Big ol'.
Big all on that one day. Well, should we go back to the Panther one or try out a new portal?
We should try a new portal.
Okay, yeah, which
What
one
are
are you
we
thinking?
gonna do in the Panther world?
I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, there's only so much time in the day.
Let's do what's the one right at the top?
One right at the top is Elysium. You guys had visited Elysium. Elysium is the open plains.
It's that nasty
where
smelling,
you sit
flowery shit place.
You're just on like a little plateau mound that has waist-high wheatgrass,
Yeah, it's
and
itchy.
it is surrounded on all sides by a like open, flowing wheat field, except for a river that passes by the eastern side of the plateau.
Smells horrible too.
Sounds like a perfect place to torture you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, you guys got this.
Nope.
Well, we came here before, but we didn't really observe anything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, so going in, can we
Do you
just
not
make another
remember?
No, not really.
perception check?
What?
Can we just make another perception check in that area?
When you go into Elysium? Yeah, absolutely. You guys enter the Elysium portal. Upon entering the portal, you find yourself in the center of a small plateau resting on an infinitely expanding field, only broken by a riverbank on the eastern side. Waist-high wheatgrass covers this rocky platform.
Perception for a 10.
Yeah. The grass and the wheat field surrounding sway with the eastern flowing wind. A lightly warm breeze.
Well, not quite sure what we're supposed to do here yet.
As you shift and move across the field, the grass seems to part around you, so no matter where you step, it doesn't seem to like leave behind footprints or squash down any grass.
Can I go to the river? Is that within our...
It's on the edge of the platform, so you can stand on that plateau and look down, but again, that kind of resistance feel prevents you from stepping off the little plateau down to where the river is.
Okay. I bamf on out of there.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll
come back
come
to
back
that.
to that
We gotta
one.
figure out what that one does. What about...
Saladin, go.
I'll also say, I'll let you guys, anybody, do an investigation check at any point if they want me to give clues about the world context if you don't actually feel like looking up the world itself.
Oh, well, that would have been nice to know.
I want you to do your own research, but I'll also give you information too, if you would like it. But versus you looking yourself, I'll let you make an investigation check. 1 per day on any realm per player.
What's the one next to the Beastlands?
Abborea.
Yeah.
Abborea, or more fully, the Olympian glades of Abborea, is a chaotically good, aligned plane of existence. It is one of that's the extra stuff.
Where do you want to go?
Hades.
Okay. You want to try Hades?
It probably smelled better than Elysium.
Let's try it.
Alright, let's go to Hades.
Hades, better known as the Grey Waste,
Okay.
the Grey Waste or the Grey Waste of Hades, also known as the Three Glooms or Hope's Lost, or the Nadir, is a strongly neutral evil aligned plane of existence.
Perfect.
You guys step onto the portal. You guys step onto the portal and think of the Grey Waste of Hades. You find yourself in a gray land void of color. The party your party members all seem to stand out as these brightly colored objects against the gray canvas. You guys are sitting on the embankment of a small lake. You are looking up what looks into an extremely tall cavern, as you can see a ceiling far, far above your head, and these massive, what almost look like giant roots extend down into the lake, some impacting pretty close nearby you guys from that roof. You guys see around you, across the land that you're standing on, subtropical vegetation. Mostly willow trees being the most common plant in the area and the only thing that stands more than a foot tall. You can feel a level of dread that envelops this place. Manny, as a druid, you can feel that these trees emanate sadness. And you see, in the distance, a fiend, as its bright red colors, steps forward with its leathery wings. You watch it approach one of the willow trees. It reaches its hand out and crushes, and immediately the tree shatters. You see it now holds an ethereal form of what looks like some sort of humanoid before flying up towards the ceiling with it disappearing against the gray waste.
Yeah, I was just about to say, we're probably in Pluton of the level. We got enough research, okay? We're trying.
Yes! My players are looking up lore.
Third layer.
It's the third layer. Let's see what will help us.
Crazy.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks great here. This is the aesthetic that we should all strive for.
Just so sad.
Only if you want it to be.
Even the trees are sad.
Why? You're talking some crazy shit right now. Trees don't feel.
I'm a druid. I talk with nature. I have a sense that these trees are just really depressed.
You tell me trees talk to you?
And I talk back.
Oh my gosh. You're some sort of crazy, aren't you?
Do you
I
talk with?
believe the trees have petitioners inside.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
me
speak
talk with-
Yuan-Ti.
Yeah, exactly. You speak with snakes. I speak with
They're-
trees and animals.
They're full humanoids.
Ah.
They have their own language.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do trees. Everything has a language. If you're smart
Can you
enough
feel
for
their
it.
sadness?
I think I'm smarter than you.
Well, it shows what you know. What's up?
Can you feel the trees' sadness?
Oh yeah, the trees are big sad. Did y'all see that demon crush one of those trees and take it looked like a human spirit with it? Or some spirit with it?
It did look like some sort of soul was inside that tree.
What are petitioners?
Is there a tree?
Yeah, that's the guy that did it.
No, it says that's what's believed to be in the trees.
It depends on what you look up for petitioners. I will say, if you're curious about petitioners, the stuff that I found also, that is one depiction of them. Petitioners are humanoids from the inner planes, meaning the Shadowfell material plane or feywild. Sometimes their souls get lost after death and wander into distant planes.
I just started
Those
reading.
those are known as petitioners or partitioners. When a humanoid soul gets trapped in a plane that it doesn't belong, being one of the outer planes specifically. If it's a person from the outer planes, then their soul goes on to whatever afterlife would occur. But part of it is that for some of these planes are the afterlife for certain souls. But when they get trapped on the wrong soul place, such as Hades, things happen to partitioners. And in this case, return to trees.
Is there a tree near us?
Absolutely. There's lots of trees.
You gonna go chop it down?
Yeah, I say that's our best bet. Although the demon crushed that tree, so we might have to find a way to crush a tree here. Can I just go up to one of the trees and just feel it?
Yeah. Hello.
Someone in there?
Yes.
Oh. I can sense a great deal of sadness emanating from y'all.
Yes.
Do you need to be released from this tree?
I would like to. I don't know if it would do me much good, though.
Why not? If you don't have a form, is that okay?
I'll have an astral form, but I don't know where to go. I'm lost.
We saw a demon take one of y'all elsewhere. Is that where you're supposed to go?
Well, you see, sometimes when souls get lost and they land in Hades, over time we take our feet grow roots and take hold in the ground, and we sprout into these trees, so we become one with the waste. Fiends often travel down here to Pluto, which is the third level of Hades, to collect souls. You see, we're far enough away that this is considered neutral ground for the blood war. So they come in search of souls with skills that can aid them in their war, and they collect them. I've been here for a long, long time, never been collected. But I don't think my skills would suit them that well anyways. It's probably why I've been left behind for so long.
What certain set of skills do you have?
I'm a philosopher. I was a storm giant in my previous life, studying the stars and pondering the creation of the world. And I could never solve it. I never knew where my kin went after death. And I think in my everlasting search, I took a wrong turn, and now I'm here.
Well, I can try to free you, and then with your astral form, could you search for the questions you were looking for? Or the answers?
I feel if I don't have a direction to go, not much point in me traveling. There are worse places to be. So, if you free me, that's fine. But I'll probably stay here until I have somewhere to go.
Okay, well, let me free you so that way you can at least chat with everyone else here.
I'm sure.
What does it take to free you from this form?
Just break the roots on top of a tree.
Okay. With my... Let's see what I have in my inventory. I have a knife. I can start cutting the roots. I start sawing. This doesn't hurt you, does it?
I'm in astral form. I don't feel pain.
Okay, good, because I'm really getting in there.
As you
Roots
break
are deep.
as you break a couple roots, you can feel and see like cracking appear in the wood, and as you cut through enough, then it kind of shatters, and this ghostly form that is not much bigger than you, but is obviously supposed to be a giant. Just the astral form is shrunken down. Thank you. And he
Yeah, you're welcome.
begins to look around and steps over and wanders to the pond and looks down into the water. His astral form is just completely gray in color. It's not. There's no like bluish tint to it or anything. You can see as he stands there looking over the pond, a couple like roots grow out of the ground and like wrap over his foot. And he kind of kicks it off and like takes a couple steps. And as he stands somewhere for a little bit, snaps over as if the ground is trying to collect him.
Is it not trying to collect us if we stand still?
Make me a perception check.
Oh, shit.
Probably should have checked that sooner.
19. You look at your companions, and while there's no roots that seem to be trying to collect their ankles, it seems that they are not quite as bright as they were when you guys first got here. Like, the color is slowly starting to fade.
Hey guys, look at each other. Is it just me, or are we just a little bit more gray?
Sal, what did you do to us? You said you were liking it better. What did you do?
Giant. How long can a mortal be here?
I'm unsure, but I know when the color fades, he pulls his foot out again, and that Pluton will claim you as another partitioner tree.
I just want to real quick see if I can touch him or if my hand goes through him.
It's an astral form, not really.
Guys, I'm worried if we stay here too long, our souls may be lost.
Just like your great grandpappy.
Yeah, except he probably didn't end up in Hades. He ended up in a dragon's belly. So,
Okay.
And to be gray there too.
probably hot.
You think so? Okay.
That's where fire comes from. Dragon's breath comes from, you know?
That's where you think fire comes
I
from?
thought you were the smart one.
I am, Manny.
Yeah,
So we're
did you see-
leaving.
How many more trees are within the vicinity that look like
There's a ton of trees. Yeah.
well, we could start cutting down trees and letting people out.
That's manual labor.
Summon a horse and
It's
have
manual
it
labor.
manual labor. You just summon a horse and just have it just kick everything down, stampede it.
It's a spectral steed.
Well, you cast spells. That's not manual labor.
Involves me doing.
I think I've seen you cast a few firebolts. You have firebolt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do many.
Yeah.
That's where fire
Do we
comes
really
from.
want to torture?
No, we're setting them free. Look, it's like my friend, the giant over
And
here.
then do we look over and is he a tree again?
His roots are starting to claim his ankles, and he stopped kind of fighting it. And you can see the roots starting to climb.
I'm worried if we stay here long enough, we might end up like our friend here.
Yes. That's a little bit what I'm concerned about.
Okay. Let's just let's start working clockwise and go all the way around until we visit every place. If we can solve it quickly, then awesome. If not, then the day's up. We only have 3 days till we have to get to the tower. That's
Okay.
my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, giant friend. We'll be back. Boop. Bam.
You guys bamf out, and you're back in the room.
Okay.
The color returns to you.
How close were we percentage-wise to like turn in totally grayscale?
Let's say you guys still had like 40% of your color.
Okay.
We'll do. We don't need to visit the Nine Hells, but the one between Hades and
Gehena.
Nine Hells. Yeah, I can't read it upside down.
It looks like Gresham from here.
How do you spell it? Never mind.
Right? Gehena, also known as the bleak eternity of Gehena, also the fourfold furnaces or the fires of perdition, is a plane of existence of neutral evil / lawful evil alignment. Do you guys all step in?
Yep.
Okay. Stepping in, you find yourself in the middle of a rocky field. Ash and smoke fill the air, and a severe wave of heat washes over each of you. You begin to almost fall backwards, and you all instinctively lean forwards as you feel like you're on the slope of a mountain, but you're standing on flat ground. You're having to stand at a 45-degree angle to keep your balance, and to prevent yourself from falling over. And then you hear the sound of rushing footsteps. Looking ahead, there's a stampede of bar guests that are coming towards each of you. Yes.
Can I get a copy of this picture sent to me?
Yes.
Yeah, if you could put that in the group so that way we know how to spell things.
Well, I just want a note taker. I can put it in my notes and then spread out from there.
I would like to cast Ice Storm.
How does it smell?
Brimstone and fire.
Sorry, give me 1 second to send this to you guys.
Yeah.
In fact, why don't we go ahead and just take a break?
Sweet.
Cool. We will be right back. And we're back. Currently,
And I will
the
be purple.
players are
But he said
divvying
this
up.
one's going to be obvious. I don't
Currently
think we're
the-
gonna have
currently-
to do much research for this one.
Currently,
So-
the players are divvying up portals to
I'm pretty
research.
sure we're on Kamada,
So
Joke's on you and obvious. I am.
which there's no information on.
I thought you guys would have got the Beastlands pretty quick. I'm surprised. Versus like the Nine Hells, I thought you guys were really gonna think about it and wait a while and not just do it.
I thought we were too. To be fair, only.
But then they all left me.
It only took one of us to complete that quest. So.
Divide and conquer, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, you guys find yourself in the middle of a rocky field. Ash and smoke fill the air, and a severe wave of heat washes over you, and you need to lean forward as it feels like you are on the slope of a mountain. You hear the rushing footsteps as a stampede of bar guests are coming charging towards you. If they make contact with you, you will most certainly lose your balance and tumble onwards across this rocky field, unless you are lucky enough to find a ledge to grab. I need, you guys don't need to roll initiative because this will be by round. You guys each have an action, essentially.
Sorry,
One
I
round.
was not listening.
You're being charged by a stampede of bar guests. Bar guests are like demonic hounds. They're large creatures, direwolf size.
We're on the first layer. We're not. I didn't click on it and read more into it. We're very obviously on the first layer.
This
Call us.
stampede of bar guests is charging forwards to you. If they make contact, based on just generic observation, you will lose your balance and start falling down this slope. Weirdly enough, looking around, the mountains in the distance that have lava, like volcanic activity, are coming out of this ground as if it was flat, meaning that the gravity is at a 45-degree angle, not the ground. Again, this stampede's coming out. You guys each have essentially a turn, and you guys can all do it together before you're going to get hit by the first wave.
I'm going to cast Ice Storm leading up right in front of us.
It's essentially, think about it as the Stampede's too large for you to move sideways out of the way of. These are large creatures, and they are coming at you in just this like line, like it's like a wave, and you can tell, kind of looking farther back, that there are multiple waves of them.
Gotcha.
What are they called again?
Barghests, Bargest, I believe.
And which way?
Hest.
They're coming towards us. Which way is gravity going? Like right, left?
Huh?
Which way is gravity going?
Gravity is pushing you backwards, so you're leaning You're leaning towards the Stampede.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Anti-Life Shell.
Which does?
A shimmering barrier extends out from you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you, remaining centered on you and hedging out creatures other than the undead and constructs. The barrier lasts for the duration. The barrier prevents an affected creature from passing or reaching through. An affected creature can cast spells or make attacks with ranged or weapon attacks through the barrier.
Let me read this real quick. This will push your friends out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Stay together.
Okay, well...
So,
it's all the same action, so you can tell us
Can
what
I
you're planning.
cast magic
essentially,
circle
yeah,
around
you
them?
know that it would block anything from hitting you, and they would have to go around in a 10-foot space, but it's also going to push your friends out of this barrier as well.
Okay. So it's not, like, even if I say, like, stand behind me, then... Oh, a radius.
It's a 10-foot radius around you.
Okay. Then I won't do that again.
I'm gonna cast Magic Circle, which is a 10-foot radius around us, and it blocks. I can choose one or more of the following types of creatures: Celestials, Elementals, Fays, Fiends, or Undead. Do they count as any of those?
I believe Barghests are fiends.
Cool. The circle affects a creature of those. Okay, so that the
Let me
creature.
double check.
Okay, well I'll read this while you double check. The creature can't willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. If the creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel to do so, it must first succeed on a charisma saving throw. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against any targets in the cylinder. Targets within the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creatures. When you cast the spell, you can elect to cause its magic to operate in the reverse direction, preventing them to leave, but I'm going to do it coming in.
So it prevents them from entering? No save?
They cannot enter, and we can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
By the way, this is a Barghest. It is a cross between a goblin and a direwolf, and it is a fiend,
Beauty.
as you would have known from your research.
So they can't willingly enter by non-magical means,
Okay.
and if it uses teleportation or interplanar travel, it must succeed on a charisma saving throw.
Heck yeah.
And what the
And
rest?
they have disadvantage on attacks towards them.
And what are the rest of you guys doing?
Snuggling close to her.
I'm getting
Standing in.
standing in.
And it's
As I
3 feet
approach to
tall.
stand in to her, I try and pet some of her fur for the first time ever while she's distracted.
Okay.
Her uncomfortable face.
Okay.
My tongue flips out a couple times, and I go, so soft.
You guys watch as 5 waves of these Barghests barrel towards you, and at the last second move just out of the way of the circle every time, as they kind of bump shoulders, and almost as if like they're trying to squeeze through a tight space, like I don't want to get squished, and so they're shoving into the next person. They're forced around you. After all 5 waves of them bounce around you, you feel the earth shake as an immense earthquake covers the ground around you, or shakes the ground around you. The ground below each of you collapses as you guys immediately start falling into darkness. As soon as that happens, you don't have time to react. But the light returns and you guys are in the gate room.
While we're waiting for the waves, I would want to be collecting mud. Like between...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm petting
Yeah.
She made the
Swift.
You're like shuffling mud into this
Yeah.
wave. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm reaching out and like trying to touch the tuft of her ear.
Yeah. Again, that ground collapses. You guys fall into darkness, and you guys are back in the gate room. The Gehena gate is no longer glowing.
Sweet. Hey, Katie, which one do you want to research next?
Hey, Katie, you did so awesome. Do it some more.
I want to check out
I don't know,
Limbo.
give me one.
So
Like I said, some of these So that is, it's based on Gehena. Bargas use Gehena to travel, but also like there's some of these that are very easy. That
You
are
know
really
what we're
puzzles.
learning is that our DM is a massive nerd. Is what we have learned.
Do Mount Celestia. How about that?
Okay, where are you guys going next?
Have you researched more on Beastlands, or do you want us to go elsewhere? Because
Elsewhere.
I like to go to Limbo.
you've looked at Limbo. Have you many?
No, but I will do some reading.
You're willingly about to bring us into the Chaos Realm without
Dragon
Doing any-
horses.
doing
So
any.
I'm saying, if we go back to Beastland, we basically have to kill that panther in one shot. Like, or all of us need to aim it, kill it, and then we need to cook it.
Well, we did our research on Elysium, and that didn't come up with any answers. So, just give it a shot. See what we're up
You
against.
just want to jump into.
Can we just go in Mount Celestia so we can see
We can
which
certainly go in.
area in it we're in?
I'm keeping
Sure.
track of that.
Because once we know what area, it's easier to research.
Sal's got some old
It's true.
snakeskin, and she's writing notes with some of
Because
her.
Mount Celestia has 7 different places we could be in. So if we could just see which one we're in, then we
Sure.
can research.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
7 layers, yeah.
There's only 3 in Yssgard, which sounds slightly interesting because it is the realm of battle, or a realm of battle.
Yeah, I feel like that one will just be thrown in an arena and we
We
just
go to
have
Mount
to kill.
Celestia.
Mount Celestia, or fully, the 7 mounting heavens of Celestia, or even the 7 heavens, is a lawful good-aligned plane of existence. 7 layers in order are Lunia, Mercuria, Venia, Selenia, Mertion, Jovar, and Cornelius. The party appears in a shining mithril hall. You see on the far end of this hall is a balcony looking out into the expanding beautiful plains below. An old man with a cloak stands next to a large crystal window. Flying around him are 7 canaries. He resembles a description that immediately becomes familiar to Phoenix, the wandering god, as she learned her first day in Spey at the temples in
This
Legatio.
one's attached to my god.
Looking out from the window, you can guess you are somewhere between the first and second plane in a flying castle made of mithril.
Dang, so no mud.
Better scratch that paint.
Feel free to
So
also
somewhere
research.
in between Lunia and Mercuria.
I believe so, yeah. Feel free to also look up. What is it? Look up any of the descriptions I'm using here as well. But because this is also, it might be between the second and third.
I was gonna say the third seemed more.
This is
Which
this
is
is
the pearly heaven or
this
heaven
is
of
not
clouds.
part of one of the planes. You can tell that Mount Celestia is like, think of it's a mountain, but also think of Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings, where it has these circular levels that stack on top of each other and get a little bit smaller as you go up. And each level of that plane is a different level. And
Are
as you
we
get
in a-
higher, you get a lot better.
Are we in a jeweled palace?
Yes.
Bahamut's jeweled palace! Bahamut! It moves between the first 4 layers of Celestia and is made entirely from its enormous treasure hoard. The walls are made of mithril and windows composed of huge gemstones inside. Inside, 7 great. How do you pronounce that?
Huh? 7. Can I see what you're reading?
Wyverns? Is that what they are?
Oh, wyverns.
Worms?
So
How
you
do you
don't
pronounce it?
don't see. Oh, 7 great worms. Yes.
Worms. 7 great worms closely guarded the huge hoard of amassed treasure.
You don't see 7 great worms, and you don't
Okay.
see Bahamut, that you guys would know as the Platinum Dragon, Visigoth's one of Visigoth's first childs. Remember the War of Tiamat and Bahamut. Bahamut decided to leave and view the world through a distant lens, as he had no more or very few heirs left in the material world. Instead, you see a older man in a cloak who is surrounded by 7 canaries.
I would like to activate my dagger of venom. Just hit a button. Coated in poison. Chink.
There is no need for that, son.
He just called you son. How do you feel about that?
It's old enough to be my dad, so...
You just assume anybody older than you is your dad?
No, I know who my dad is.
Oh.
But I'll deactivate my dagger and put it away.
Come. Family. Peer through the window with me.
No,
Look upon the beauty of Mount Celeste.
It doesn't look that beautiful.
I want to do like a performance check with like my hands behind my back and just be like very astute. Be like, what is this?
I'll go look.
The canaries kind of swarm in between you guys, but are mostly circling around Bahamut before eventually flying off into the rafters, and each canary transforms into a great wyvern that is perched, or a great worm perched onto the
There you go, yeah.
perched onto the rafters, the mithril rafters above. He goes, ignore them. They're fine. They just get a little defensive. How are you? Oh.
We're having kind of a crazy day.
Don't tell him anything.
Yeah? So I've seen.
Don't tell him anything.
Seen, well.
And he taps on the crystal window, and the vision of Mount Celestia fades, and it shows a ghostly ship, a black, ship bearing some damages, sitting and docked next to a large stone and obsidian platform in the middle of a raging storm.
I think he knows.
Don't tell him
Knows,
anything
knows.
extra. Just because he can scry doesn't
He taps
mean he
again,
knows.
and the vision and reappears, and it shows a city sitting on a desert peninsula, nothing more than barren ash and waste. You see footprints and blood trails that lead off into the rolling desert, and then the town seems, or what was left of that city seems empty.
Does the city seem familiar?
That would be the southern city of
Vastides.
Vestidus.
Yes,
Fast titties.
of course. That's what I said.
He taps again, and again, you guys now see Mount Celestia.
What vision was that?
Who is this person? Can you give a description of the person we're talking to?
He's just takes the generic look of an older male in kind of ragged clothes.
If I ask you a name, will you tell me if it's them or not?
Good try, good try.
I don't even know how to pronounce Kuyutha. It's Bahamut's exarch, which is a powerful servant.
No, I sent him on an errand.
Okay. You sent him on an errand. Are you his boss?
You could say that, yes. I mean, he is an independent person. If he chooses not to do what I told him, then it's his choice.
You realize who his boss is, right?
I don't.
Bahamut is his boss. A dragon.
Keep reading the description.
Hmm?
Oh, I was gonna say if you keep reading down farther.
You showed us
Are you reading on Bahamut or no?
you showed us an image
No,
of
the palace.
the desert we were at that was ravaged by a zombie horde. Rest in peace, Aunt Gertrude.
Aunt Gertrude was useful.
She was, but I feel bad for her family and
You
the
feel
years of
bad?
trauma.
You feel
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
You just stabbed gnomes randomly.
And even that was messed up to me. That was rough. What was the purpose of that image of the desert?
Important features of the natural world. things to remember. He taps the glass again, and it shows Nyx. Thriving. Seems that the Rangers Guild are doing a very good job of keeping the peace, and people seem happy there, and the vision kind of shifts as it zooms through the town into a tavern, and you see a adult female woman, an adult male, and a child serving drinks, all smiling and laughing together. That would be Yehan. Ingram, and then their son.
To tell you what I found, when he wished to wander the mortal world, he usually took the appearance of an old human or demi-human wizard dressed in peasant robes, accompanied by 7 canaries or other songbirds. His persona came to be known amongst mortals as Fizban, the Fabulous.
This is Bahamut.
Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon.
So we're talking to a dragon right now, just so you know. My phone froze. I did too much research.
I see you've been following our adventure, our progress.
I have. I view the world through a distant lens, and I like to keep track of the ongoing things. And if needed, sometimes I provide influence. Easy enough through my own followers, of course. Rarely do I take physical action. I feel that it would be disrupting to the world. I played my part enough in its destruction, and it's many thanks to your friend and your god there, Phoenix, for knocking some sense into myself and my sister and bringing the world back to its natural balance. But I fear it's on a dark road, doomed to repeat its own history through a lack of knowledge.
And would you be able to bestow that knowledge onto us?
I think you're already aware. I mean, I know that you have heard the tales of how a war for infinite life and power destroyed the material world. I mean, my sister Tiamat and I waged a battle for thousands of years and nearly destroyed that plane's entire existence. Yes, Visigoth returned. He created his 6 kids to stop us, and 7 kids to revitalize the world. And now I'm watching as someone who never knew our war, never knew the history of that, is trying to repeat that cycle of violence in a search for extended life and immortality. And if they're allowed to succeed, they will burn the world. And this time, the Visigoths aren't there to stop them.
Can I do a history check? I don't think I was a part of the dream that I think Phoenix was a part of, where she saw people in cloaks doing a thing. But I remember from the letter that was sent to the corrupted leader of the Rangers Guild, there was an initial of an I. Is the Dark Force, does his name start with an I?
Well, you guys are familiar with the old Immutatio, my brother, half-brother. Whoever has taken on Immutatio's name since is the one pulling these strings. However, I believe you're probably referring...
But, so Immutatio was bad, but then changed sides. Right, Krista?
However, I have not been able to view Immutatio for a long, long time. She's held herself quietly in guise.
Who's the boat then?
Boat was Immutatio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The female named
The one that had me. under spell.
Eloise, the human who discovered necromancy.
Mm.
She essentially kicked Immutatio out because he was kind of like, yo, we're going way too far with this. And then she took on the name of Immutatio, as Immutatio was always kind of the leader of the Guiding Hand. And so she took on his role.
Gotcha.
Most likely, I would assume the eye was signed by Imperium, another brother of mine.
Mm.
He is the god of enchantment magic.
Can you show us?
That would be the vampiric one that you guys are familiar with that exists at the bottom of the Mountains
Yeah.
Bay.
Can you show us? And I can't remember the town's name, but the one that's like the tiered town.
Legatio.
Yeah.
He goes, and it shifts. The bottom level, just as bad as you guys remember it. Significantly less population than you remember. The next level is now become the old slums. What was the slums has now become the slums at this level. However, there seems to be no overzealous priests in heavy armor in this. Instead, it is just town guard. The next level up tends to be a more, middle-leveled, middle-classed. And then peeling up that road, you then see the familiar gate that leads into the garden and the castle. And again, those people in the garden, rich and feasting on fresh vegetables, fine wines. The people in the lower levels of Legatio seem emaciated, dehydrated, sickly. It's gone beyond the point of slums to almost like its own hell. Walking through, immediately it reminds you almost of Vestitus in the Undead, the way their bodies were emaciated and dehydrated. The only difference being that these people are still alive for now. Terrible things are happening in the world.
Yeah, no, because of
A lust for
the
power.
5.
That's not
Quote,
just
unquote.
them.
No, but
Someone
it is
is-
their followers.
Someone is pulling the strings of the guiding hands, and they are impacting in the world in a way that is forcing the Divine Five to alter their course. They are not any better, but they are becoming worse
Yeah.
as their brothers and sisters are doing the same. The world is becoming eviler. And all I ask is for you to tell me what you think you'll do.
What? And you seal this portal. We can go about our day. Don't have to deal with you anymore.
Well, I want to know about you. What do you
No.
think your future
I
holds?
think I want this portal sealed yet. Anyways.
Why? He's just an old cranky man.
Do you
But
not
it's
see
a
his
window.
window? Yeah, this is a.
And everything that I found is he likes to help
Yeah.
any travelers, give any advice.
This could be the most
about
useful
it.
portal that we
Yeah.
have. Even if it is.
As long as we show we're worthy of receiving.
He smells horrible. I don't know that I want to
That's
stick around
because you
him.
don't like kindness.
He also looks sickly.
We should not bring her.
Let's tell you what
I
we
promise
wish.
you, my guise is for your comfort. It does not reflect my health. But if you wish to see my natural form, I'd be happy to entertain.
Do you wish it?
I don't wish it. I wish to leave.
Okay. Well, you can leave.
And you ask what we wish to accomplish?
I
Or
wish-
achieve.
for you to tell me what you plan to do in this world.
I plan to kill as many people as possible to make this world a better place.
I plan to hopefully prevent that, but really, I would just like to see some balance again. What happened in Legatio was our fault. And to see it turn to that is devastating.
You think this is your fault?
I think Legatio in that bottom realm is 100% our fault.
No.
A butterfly who flaps its wings in the wrong direction can cause a thunderstorm. But that thunderstorm's damage does not weigh on the butterfly. Because the natural world works in various mysterious ways, and thinking back on the past of how your decisions may have changed the outcome do little good. Unless it sways you to make choices to make the world better after.
That is our goal. That is my goal.
Very.
It's my goal to make the world better.
My goal is to reclaim my birthright.
Fair enough. And what does that entail to you?
My secrets are my own.
Perhaps one of these days you could share that with me.
She flicks her tongue at him.
You guys are back in the tower. The portal is still glowing.
Woohoo!
Okay, we haven't lost it. That's nice.
Dude, I learned so much about.
Here comes Stardew.
One of my favorite clips is Brennan Lee Mulligan talking about, he's an internet DM, talking about Mount Celestia. And so, like, each level is, the top level is, like, the most good. And so the bottom level is, like, still considered good and slightly lawful good, but not the most good. And so he talks about this clip. He's like, just imagine, like, the gatehouse to Celestia. Like, it's a totally normal town. Everybody does good things. It's a really great environment. But then every once in a month, the mayor says, all right, everybody, line up. Once a month, everybody has to punch me in the face. Otherwise, you're going to get sucked up to the next level of Mount Celestia if you want to stay. It's like, we're all good, we're following the law, but we can't be too good, otherwise we'll go to the next level. So we all have to do something kind of bad. But it's allowed,
But it's consensual.
so it's still kind of good.
He's like, I'm totally for it as the mayor. You know, I want you to punch me so you can stay here. So, you know, swing away.
Brennan Lee Mulligan is like my celebrity crush. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's so
Same.
funny. I just saw it like a couple days ago, and I thought, I laughed so hard.
In your notes, will you write that might be a good place for us to return?
No.
Please.
No.
Do y'all want to check out Limbo next, or do you want to go back to the portal to see?
I'm looking up Yssgard.
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 I was looking at it.
Oh, well, I don't know. I just looked at what I thought might be.
Hey, I want to check some of that real quick. I'm going to portal back to the one we just went to, Saint someone.
Mount Celestial?
Mount Celestia.
You're going back into Mount Celestia?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, you see the older
What should I
man
look
sitting
up
there
then?
by the crystal wet
I thought you were
window.
doing Beastlands.
You hear
Yeah,
the hot breath as you look up and you see 7 great worms
Oh,
perched on the pillars
I know what we
above
should ask him.
this mithril hall.
Beastlands.
Just to clarify, what I really want is to kill as many people as possible to keep the world safe for my family in the swamplands. Just to clarify, I don't want to kill any more than I have to, but just make sure that the world is a safer place for my tribe.
It's a noble cause, and it's hard for somebody to ask any more of those
Right.
than to care for the ones around them.
Huh? Oh.
Clarifying, you know, I'm not bad, I'm not evil, I'm just, you know, just want to let you know it's for good.
Manny, I've seen many of the things you do.
You didn't see the gnome, did
Well,
you?
I can't say the things you do are always good, I don't see any evil in your heart.
Oh, that is so reassuring. I was worried for a second. I thought I was evil, like Sal, but
You don't know nothing.
yeah.
I
don't know.
even say I would call her evil.
Yeah, well, I think her heart's kind of in the right place. But just checking in. Some of these places they totally restart, and you're still there, and you don't have canaries anymore. So it was just kind of a test run. Also clarifying a few things.
Of course.
All right. Thanks. Boom. Bamf on out of there. Okay, so that portal did not reset.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That means we haven't solved it.
That's
We
true.
probably have to kill him.
No,
Why not?
I think once we've told him that we need to move forward in this tower and we've solved all of the other riddles, I think,
And he does not like killing.
I think that one will
He will
become
fight,
solved
but we'll
when
stop.
he feels like it is ready to be solved.
And he's a dragon.
And we gotta fight an angel.
I don't think that's what we have to do.
You haven't provided a better solution.
One way to find out. No consequences until we solve it, I guess.
Where would you guys like to go to next?
Limbo or Yssgard?
I want to check out Limbo.
Okay, just so you know that there is only gravity when you're touching something
In Limbo?
solid. When you're touching a solid object, otherwise there's no gravity. Just a heads up.
In
Limbo.
So, what? I need to touch
Just
my
make sure you're
wand?
touching a solid object.
Can I touch myself?
Don't jump.
Okay, I'll hold on to a wand.
Alright, so you guys go to Limbo? Limbo, or more fully, the ever-changing chaos of Limbo, is a chaotic neutral plane of existence who lies the farthest on the chaotic spectrum of the plane.
Perfect. It's a home for
Breathe
Manny.
Fire, walk the
That's why I wanna
air,
go.
drink the earth, warm your hands at the water.
The planes of Limbo are neutral, absolute chaos entropy. Limbo is described as a place of pure chaos where everything is in constant motion and change.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Especially the landscape, which can shift unpredictably and randomly, rolls over upon itself like liquid. Very few places in Limbo are stable enough for normal travel. You guys, stepping into the portal, thinking about this world of chaos, you find yourselves on a rock floating through space. There are many asteroids floating around you, and you see on a distant rock. Let's see. You see on a distant rock there is a similar colored portal to the one you guys just entered in. You immediately feel the chaos around you, and that this is an extremely dangerous place to be in. Beams of energy arc through the sky randomly and fly around, and one strikes an asteroid adjacent to you. You see that asteroid split and explode as chunks of rock and debris immediately fly in all directions, impacting the various asteroids around it. I need everybody to make a dex saving throw.
This was a mistake!
I have regrets.
I have regrets.
Dexterity saving throw.
You want a map of Limbo? I suppose you want to know the Lady of Pain's address too. I'd give it to you, but I promised her I wouldn't.
Katie's having way too much fun.
You said dexterity?
Dex, I rolled a 10.
Ha! You both are nerds.
Oh, crazy. Guess we're the
16.
only ones. What?
16.
16.
24.
Yeah, John's always constantly saying that everybody else here is nerds except for somehow himself, which makes zero sense.
Yeah,
How
he's
many-
the one
Hey,
that goes and plays
what's your dex check?
professional video
Yeah.
games.
I think a 10 makes it, right?
10? 10 is the DC, so it does.
Fuck yeah! Alright, how many people worked out today?
You made it?
I can't be nerdy.
No,
if you
what'd
worked
they
out.
get?
Oh, they all made it. 16
Oh.
and 24.
Did you
Oh,
work out yesterday?
Natural one.
Natural 1!
Katie
Okay.
and I got up early to work out yesterday.
I'm in heels. What can I say?
You guys take... you take 20 points of force damage as the rocks impact into you. You guys take half.
I'll do 10.
10.
Oh, so that makes you not nerds for yesterday, but
But nerds for
but
today.
nerds
Okay,
for today.
you guys
Deal.
all get 1 round. same as the other one. You guys can act together.
How far is the portal?
It is a number of asteroids away. You estimate it'll probably take you about 4 jumps to get there, and they're all floating together. And these things are constantly moving and shifting. So you're just you can kind of triangulate it in your head a little bit, but it is very chaotic.
It's a chaos realm.
You know.
I just want to think about it.
We don't have time to think. We have an
Bam,
action.
over there. I want to think real hard
About going there?
Yeah,
Okay, that's what you're going to do on your round?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm going to try and move forward. I'm holding a wand very tightly just to keep hold of an object.
Yep. And
I'm moving forward.
you're on a floating asteroid. There's
Yeah.
not really anywhere to these are the rock's a little bit larger than this table.
Oh, okay.
In terms of you're going to have to start jumping from asteroid to asteroid.
Yeah.
These aren't big spaces.
Okay, can I jump towards the next asteroid that's
Okay.
moving?
So you look at the asteroid you want to go to and you jump to it. I need you to make an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
Acrobatics or athletics. That doesn't give me very many options as a wizard. And I exited out of cell, so give me 1 second.
Use your tail like a spring.
That's actually an 18.
Okay.
I don't have a tail.
Grow a tail.
You take 8 points of force damage, and you land on an asteroid that shifts farther away from the portal.
Okay.
So you're now even farther than when you started.
I jump.
You also can see, in between these rocks, there are beams of energy still, coursing through the sky.
Okay.
I jump away from the portal.
Okay, towards an asteroid away from it, roll an athletics or acrobatics check.
And then, did I watch her teleport away, or?
I jumped.
No, she jumped and kind of floated through space, but as she did it, a rock impact, the asteroid impacted her, and she landed on a shifting asteroid that is now farther away from the portal.
You said acrobatics or animal handling?
Yeah. No, athletics.
Damn it.
Animal handling.
That's a
It's a giant sheep!
15.
9 points of force damage as you impact a rock, and you can't find your balance as you're landing into it. It seems like they're shifting so wildly, you landed flat onto it.
Ow. Am I closer or further away from it?
You're further away from the portal.
That makes sense. To jump away from
You're
it.
just trying to concentrate on being there, and
Yeah.
nothing seems to be happening. What is Swift doing? Welcome to Plains of Chaos, motherfucker.
Yeah. Jeez. How to get over there? Is this there's no, gravity situation?
Can I?
There seems to be, when you are standing on an asteroid, there seems to be gravity on that, but as soon as you jump, it's floating through space.
Okay.
And so being I want to go there, jumping to it, and then you just seem to always end up off balance, or you're not landing right, or another asteroid gets in your way and you hit that one instead.
Gotcha. So I've got a feeling flying wouldn't help in space. Because there's no air current, no resistance.
The fly spell does allow you to move through space.
No, physically flying, like a bird.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah. When you jump, it's like you have your body just starts to move in a vector. At least it seems to follow the vector that you leap towards. But then it always you're I'm gonna land on that platform, but then it shifts so much before you hit it that you're not landing correctly, or another thing seems to get in your way and you hit that instead.
Okay. Continue.
You guys can keep spitting off actions that you want to do. This doesn't have to be a
Okay.
round based.
Can I try and
I don't know if I have
Think
spells for this.
about? I'm looking at random things about Limbo.
Okay.
You got any spell ideas?
Can I
I have
think
no-
about mentally bringing that portal closer to us?
Okay. Give me a constitution check, a concentration check.
Okay, I did find this too. Google.
This realm is not made for heals. Beep beep. I vamped out of there.
It's not made for heals. And
Okay.
do some out.
This is a huge or larger object, but the problem is right now it is currently more than 30 feet away from you.
Okay. So just your constitution.
Huh?
Sal is no
You can't,
longer-
like, I'm just saying, this thing is more
Yeah.
than those 30 feet away. But concentrating on it, yeah, give me an intelligence check. I think is what that was.
Sal bamfed out.
What? You bamfed out? Okay.
It's on her wrist. She's not going to wear a gaudy necklace.
20.
Yeah, you feel like you're able to move some of the boulders with your mind, just a little bit. Like some of the smaller ones, you're like almost able to like shift them. But that one that you were looking at was too far away, and there's too much debris in the way.
Stuff away. Okay.
Yeah, you concentrate on just thinking about getting there, and nothing seems to happen. Phoenix, what would you like to do?
Well, I went in the wrong direction. I'm gonna try to go in the right direction.
Okay.
Again, another athletics.
So you're looking for like a boulder that's closer and jump into that one. Okay.
9.
Okay. Mid-air, as you're flying towards it, when you get hit by an arc of energy as it impacts, you take 10 points of lightning damage and are shoved into a boulder, and land on one that you didn't intend to, now seeming even farther away from the portal.
I don't like this, and bamf on out of there.
You gave me such a scowl, Manny, for getting out of there, and you're back next. What happened?
I was
So I'm
getting
on,
beat
like,
up.
a boulder.
You
Yeah.
didn't think that wasn't?
I mean,
Can I...
I thought you would have.
Did you
some-
see me land face first in that boulder?
You make portals. I thought you could.
I don't
portal us
ma-
over there.
That takes an hour.
Make a faster,
Can
easier
I-
portal. It's only.
I don't have the teleportation
I
spell.
know
I have a
boulder.
teleportation
Try and
ritual.
float
You can
towards-
see
This
it
is where the
floating.
intelligence
about the
level matters. You don't have enough mud to understand what's going on
Are
here.
you telling me you can't?
Okay.
I
Teleport?
can.
Trying to
It
move
takes an
towards the
hour.
portal,
There's time.
thinking about
Are
it,
you saying you can't
concentrating.
teleport across?
You
the
are.
room?
It seems like
One
you're able to shift
plus
some of the boulders,
one
but it's not enough.
does not
and
always
roll an
equal two,
athletics or
man.
acrobatics check for me.
That I believe. I did not do well at mud school.
Mud
But
school.
It's hard to believe you
16.
can't teleport.
You somehow
across
land on a
the room.
boulder farther away than where you
We
intended to
just
go,
fought
and you
some
take
elves.
9 points of
One of the
bludgeoning
elves
damage.
Literally,
Okay, what are
Took
we
a
Or
trying?
9
step.
points of force damage.
Yeah. I
into
don't
another
have that
space.
spell. Do you have that spell?
You've watched every single person try and like jump off the boulder, and always it just seems like there's unintended consequences every time they're trying to jump somewhere. Whether they're hit by lightning, a boulder jumps in front of them and they impact that one, or the boulder like shifts and they land.
I want to
awkwardly.
think about like a path to the portal
Uh-huh.
of all the asteroids, and I just want to walk.
Okay. Yeah, you start stepping off,
Yeah.
and as soon as you like feet step off, you start moving, and you get hit by a lightning bolt, land into a boulder. Somehow end up farther away than where you intended. You take 12 points of lightning
Just stepping
damage.
off.
Yep.
On a new boulder though.
Yep.
I want
After
to walk
eating it.
away from the portal.
Into like stepping off towards a
Yeah.
different direction. Okay. Stepping off, going in a different direction. Again, you land on a different boulder. You take 4 points of force damage, and you end up on a boulder you didn't intend to get onto, and you seem even farther away from the portal again.
Okay. And I'm further away from the one that I was on that had the portal.
Yeah. I mean, all the boulders are shifting and constantly getting further away from each other, but in like the center of this vortex of spinning boulders that are all moving in different directions. It's not like they're all spiraling in the same direction, and that's why you see some boulders are impacting, and these arcs of energies are shattering boulders. But in the center, the central like platform does have a portal on it. Seems to be like a destination spot.
Can I try and move a nearby boulder closer to me? Like, a boulder that's in between what I'm on and the other portal?
Mm-hmm.
Closer to, like, to me? So
Yeah.
I can step onto it?
Roll me an intelligence check.
I guess they're doing okay in there.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to shift some of the rock towards you, but now it just looks like your boulders are going to impact each other.
Can I try to tell this boulder to go to that boulder?
Give me an intelligence check.
Maybe if the
This is also interesting because you're finding stuff that I didn't find when I did this stuff. Did some of it that I like, because some of these like I found enough that I'm like, okay, cool, I can do this. But like I'd never seen that chart before, so now
It was a
having to adapt.
16.
Okay. What were you trying to do again? Sorry.
I'm trying to get my boulder to go closer to the porter.
Mm-hmm. You do, and it starts to move closer, but then immediately another boulder hits and you lose your balance. You take another 6 points of force damage as your boulder now gets pushed farther away from the portal.
Maybe you need a low intelligence roll to go the right way.
Let's bamf out and then come back in.
Okay.
Disappear,
And then,
and you go back in.
yeah.
You appear on a rock floating through space, many asteroids floating nearby, and you see in the distant, on a distant rock a portal familiar to the one you entered through. Beams of energy arc through the sky, and one strikes an asteroid adjacent. You watch as it splits and explodes.
Is there a portal on R that we're
No.
on? No.
That's when y'all tried to bamf out of there?
No, they bamfed out and went back in.
Oh, okay, I got really scared. I was like,
They appeared,
oh,
and you're like, "Oh, you're back!" And they're
Hey.
immediately like, "Ah!"
While they're doing that, I want to take a short rest.
Okay, that's gonna take an hour.
Can I try
An hour,
again
okay.
to have a boulder come? Can I focus on it coming slowly towards us, like so it won't,
Give me an intelligence check.
won't crash, but it'll be close enough that I can step onto it. Is the goal. 12.
It starts moving towards you, but it seems like it's going to impact. Seems like nothing ever seems to go your way in here.
Yeah.
Like everything you try and do is unsuccessful.
What if we try to do the opposite of this? Yeah.
Can I just start floating?
With no intent, you step off the boulder and you start floating through space, and you find solid footing as you land one boulder closer to the portal.
Okay. I follow her
Okay.
with no, like.
You follow her.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I'm gonna fall.
Trying to follow her path, you step out, hit by another boulder, you take 10 points of force damage.
Can I just step off and
You just,
float?
again, just stepping forward. You know that you want to get there, but you're not really thinking about it. You just, again, jump off and you land smoothly on the next boulder. You're one closer.
Key.
I just jump off, or I lean back and lift up my feet.
Yeah. Floating through space. You find yourself and you land gradually and nicely onto the platform, a portal beneath your feet.
Cool.
You got this?
We're not there. Yeah.
I'm gonna see what it is.
Okay.
I'll come back right away if it's scary.
Do you want me to bamf out then?
Sure.
Or watch?
Your choice.
I'll stay here just in case.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the front.
You stay there.
I stay at
Okay. You step through the portal and
Oh.
you come back to the room, but nothing really happens. So, what do you want to do? We'll pause. I mean, you watch her disappear. What are you doing?
I disappear.
You bamf out. Okay. You appear back in the portal room. You see these three also in the portal room, and the portal still glowing.
So she's not. Oh, she is there.
She is there. She beat you there.
You guys have
You-
just brought me right back.
I was gonna say, you watched her go in, and then after bamfing yourself out, you see her reappear in the portal room.
Hey.
Yeah,
I
but
went through the portal
I
and ended
bamfed-
up right back here.
I bamfed out after
Yeah.
you. I wonder if it didn't close because I didn't go through the portal.
Should I try again? And I'll just go by myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go back in?
Mm-hmm. Repeat the process.
Yep.
You guys watch her disappear into the portal, and a few seconds pass, and a few more seconds, and you start to get maybe just a little bit of anxious, knowing it's in
I do.
a very dangerous space. Before
She's a cat. She got 9 lives.
you appear back in the portal room, you guys watch the light fade from that portal.
Woo!
Nicely done.
Limbo is closed.
Easy.
Embrace the chaos.
Brace, just let it happen. Ride the wave.
We now have 4 done.
Out of 16?
That was my mistake the first time. I just wanted to float, but I said float towards the portal. And I was like, what? Floating isn't working? And then I was like, wait.
16.
Later on, I was like, I should just float in general.
Well, how did you solve it?
I just relaxed.
She went
floated.
into a nothing box.
I picked up my feet and went where it took me.
Leave it to the cat to figure that out. Gosh.
Land on their feet every time.
Land on their feet every time. Just not a care in the world.
Mm-hmm. Living life on
That's why
easy mode.
cats are the best.
Where would you guys like to
Yeah,
go?
She's
It
like,
is-
why did you lift me up?
Mid-afternoon at this point.
Mid-afternoon. Let's check out...
Yssgard.
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 Yssgard, the outer plane of
that was
the
the
chaotic neutral, chaotic good alignment.
Oh, yeah.
It is called Asgard, Yalhammer, the
Oh,
Home
much
of
better.
Domains.
Good job.
Playing with her cat.
That's Yssgard
For me.
is commonly the resting place of fighters, but it's also the home of giants, too. It stands at one of the limbs of
The Tree of Life. Yssgard.
Yssgard stands at one of the ends of the branches
Or Yggdrasil.
of Yggdrasil, the World Ash.
I need to be researching here.
No, he did.
It's also slightly Norse mythology, so that helps.
That's why he
You
wanted
find
to.
yourself standing on a circular bluff upon the side of a mountain. There, sitting on this bluff, leaning against the mountain's edge, sits a storm giant, looking up at the stars and watching the sky. It's night, and the sky is illuminated by a deep red lightning that can be seen arcing through the clouds. A closer eye reveals that it's actually arcing out from the underside of large archways of floating stone through the sky as they bend and flow like rivers of magma.
Muscle flame.
These are land masses that this realm sits upon. And by looking over the bluff of this cliffside, you realize that the mountain sinks down into an ocean of void as you are a part of this river of stone. You see red lightning shoot out from underneath where this mountain sits.
Us two speak giant.
Yeah?
Just be careful.
I'm always careful. Real quick, does this giant have a semblance to the same one that we saw in Hades?
He is a storm giant, so he is of the same species.
Same species. Okay. I'm gonna speak out in giant. Well, fee, fi, fo, hello there. How's it going?
He doesn't look at you at all. He keeps staring at the stars and says, "Do you also ponder the creation of our worlds?"
Yes, I do.
I wonder. I know gods populated this realm, and have contributed to my creation, but I often sit here and wonder where they come from. What lies beyond the realm of Yssgard? What created the things that created me?
You sound really smart. Are you a philosopher?
Of sorts. I just have a curiosity about the world. About the creation of it.
And
Hey, Chunk, you're
this
not
is
going on that TV.
hypothetically, if best case scenario, if and when you were to die, where would you like to end up?
Oh, well, my soul would stay here, as this is my home plane, but often death doesn't really touch us here. Perhaps in a distant life I lived elsewhere before here, and perhaps I'm already dead. What does it mean to be dead? What does it mean to be alive? Is this world something of creation? What existed before it? Do you ever wonder what created you? In your realm?
Yeah, well, my mom and dad don't really love each other, but I think they were able to figure it out.
And this is why we don't let Manny talk to people.
Well, I think only you can understand me.
Yeah.
He's speaking in common.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You're speaking in giant and
I'm
he's
speaking in giant
common.
then.
Ask him his name.
Oh, what's your... You ask him your name. He's speaking in common.
But you're being more polite.
Okay. Oh, what's your name?
It doesn't matter.
His name doesn't matter.
Oh.
So, doesn't matter.
I like that Gene just keeps treating.
How long have you been here?
Between the two of you.
Yeah.
A while.
There any... Well, are there any questions that you see?
I already asked them.
What came before gods? I guess nothing.
I can't
What are you?
though.
What are you looking at?
Oh, I'm just watching the stars, and the lightning, and the ever-shifting land. Oh, it's beautiful, the world. That's why I ponder its creation.
I say we kill him. Or reset it and come back and see if he's... If it resets the puzzle.
You don't even know what the puzzle is.
What if it's killing him?
You think that about every puzzle. It can't be the solution to everything.
Well, what do you suggest?
Answering his riddle.
I tried. I failed. I told him about my mom and dad, birds and the bees. Kind of look at what he's looking at. Is it... does he focus on anything, or is he just
It's hard to
gazing?
tell. I mean, you can't see it where his pupils are looking. I mean, he's so much taller than you. Like, even in sitting, he's still like 18 feet.
I just kind of
Was it
approach him,
chaos
like,
before the
get close
gods?
to him.
I don't know. I don't know what came before the gods that created me here in Yssgard.
Probably just
Do you know what came before you?
the sky.
Who made the sky?
Sorry, I look over and Jean is lovingly looking at Colin. The sky just made itself.
Interesting.
Okay, any thoughts from the one that researched this plane?
Outside of Sal, he could be Strongmoss, the Stormlord.
Okay. Ymir, because Ymir's like the god of the frost giants at least.
Maybe.
Some giants. Would have been before his time. Probably. It was the original god.
I don't know that it's full Norse, so closest thing is a Strongmoss that normally has a good connection to the Beastlands, but can be found in Yssgard and likes studying the sky. Supposedly has a smile on his face, but I don't know how that helps us solve anything. So
Seems to be pondering life.
it's probably a riddle, the one that Luke said we wouldn't solve. So
Could be this
No.
one or it could be a different one.
There's
I feel
gonna
like
there's gonna be so many frustrating ones.
Yeah.
This isn't even a riddle.
this isn't. See, this isn't the frustrating one yet.
I'm not too curious about where I came from. I'm always curious about what comes next.
Do you think if you understood what came before you, it would help you in your path ahead?
Possibly. I've started researching.
I'm just curious, why would somebody create a world like this? Who was it? I don't know who created my gods here in Yssgard, or why my gods created this land before them. Do you know what created you, or yours?
I know who gives me my powers. I've actually got to meet them, talk with them.
I've met my god before.
And why didn't you ask them these?
That's a good question. Perhaps if I see my god again, I will ask them who created them.
I think that would be a wise idea. Maybe I will go back and ask mine who created them.
Who is your god? Who is your god?
Oh, I worship the same god as all other giants. He hasn't looked down at you at all. Entire time.
That's my leg. You keep making.
What do the
biscuits on my
stars
leg.
look like? Can we see anything that might look familiar?
Not really. I mean, it's like a void. You see distant lights in there. For the most part, most of the stars glow red, so you imagine that they're actually just parts of this plane. And there's like crimson lightning bolts that come out from underneath these land masses.
Okay.
You can see as like sometimes if an arc of lightning shoots out like extremely far from the rock, it seems like his head shifts slightly as if he was tracking it, and then goes back to wandering.
Could be in a daze of sorts. He hasn't looked at us. He could be confused.
I'm not confused, just pondering.
Can you
Creation of the world.
Can you look at me real quick? I'm down here.
But it's so beautiful up there.
You haven't seen me yet. Is not life beautiful?
Life is beautiful. There is life in all things.
So I am beautiful. So look at me.
We all are. But my eyes are fixated on what came before my God. Perhaps I'll learn it one day. I'm always fascinated by stories of creation.
Well, what about Abborea and Shar and Seluna? What do they mean to you?
More gods. Who created them?
I'm gonna bamf on out of
Can
there.
we tell him about, because there was the first god, but then he created all of the Divine Five. So I'll just tell him the creation myths that we know.
Kind of the story of Visigoth, the
Yeah.
creator creating the material plane.
Yeah.
What a wonderful story. Perhaps my plane has something similar. Thank you. I have a lot of things to ponder. And a bolt of red lightning streaks across the sky. You guys are blinded, and when your vision returns, you're in the portal room. The Yssgard portal is no longer glowing.
Dang. Good job. I was gonna go to the bookshelf and look up creation stories for giants,
Nice.
but as I go down the stairs, I assume I hear a poof and they
Yeah.
come back.
Poof.
We did it! Y'all did it!
Well, she was recounting the story, which takes a minute, so you're probably reading when you heard it.
Oh, okay, so yeah, just be at least finding the book, Giant Creation Stories, for the plane of that place.
So we got Hades and Arcadia and Elysium that we have visited, but we still have 1, 2, 5, 6 that we have not even visited.
Yeah, you have not visited Abborea, Pandemonium, the Abyss, Carceri,
Artron and Mechanus.
Acheron, Mechanus, and Arcadia.
We haven't visited Arcadia because he went there and
Yes.
got...
No. Sorry, he went to Acheron.
Oh, okay.
That was the gnome world of,
Yeah,
or
the
no,
one-
the trash world.
The one right above the Nine Hells of Beator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you went to Trash World.
Sorry, I got Acheron and Arcadia mixed up.
Just pulling on that mic. I saw the mic start going.
Oh.
I do appreciate that this music has so far lined up fairly well with some of the environments.
How late is it now?
Afternoon, about
Oh.
supper time.
Okay.
What's the next one on the list? Could do Pandemonium?
I started researching that one.
She said chaos. I'm good at chaos.
Yeah, right on the Chaos Lord.
I actually started researching that one before.
Yeah, actually, let's go check out Pandemonium since we knocked out Limbo, or Swifty knocked out Limbo pretty easily.
In Diablo 3, that's where they harvest and reap souls.
Oh,
Right?
good.
I haven't
Yeah.
actually read anything. I just started.
Yeah, I have Abborea up, so we could also.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah?
Sometimes it's easier to research as we're in the
Yeah,
land.
that's what I found. Because otherwise, I'm like, once you
There's so
know
many
which
different
part,
layers, yeah.
which one.
Arborea, or more fully, the Olympian Glades of Arborea, is a chaotic, good, aligned plane of existence.
Are we going to Arborea?
I think so. If
Oh.
we're
Chaotic good. Let's go.
The
Yeah.
Eladrin are powerful elf-like celestial creatures that are the protectors of Arborea. Arborea has portals that connect it to the nearby planes such as Beastlands or Yssgard. Arborea has two main types of petitioners. The first of which are the spirits of the elven dead. Some take the form of celestial creatures. Others simply merge with the plane itself as a final reward after death. The second main type are the Bachi, or drunken revelers who are perpetually indulged in their wild celebrations, enticing visitors to join them.
Hey, greed, envy, lust, and wrath are strong. So, but they can be released with dangerous consequences. So if you start feeling one of those four,
Release them.
release them.
no.
Why not?
Wait.
They're strong, they could aid
With
us.
dangerous consequences.
Oh, dangerous consequences. Okay, let's teleport there.
For who?
Yeah. You guys step through the portal, and a puff of smoke encapsulates your body. As the smoke clears, you find yourself on the edge of an encampment surrounded by dense jungle. You see shadows dance across the tall trees that surround this encampment. They're being cast from a large light source in the center of this camp, and you hear revelries echoing from the sounds of music. Looking into the camp, you see a collection of satyrs dancing around a bonfire. The satyrs have beautiful faces, however their clothes look dirty and disheveled, with tears in their clothing and stains of blood, dirt, or wine. There are various satyrs doing various activities. You guys enter.
Said you want me to ride it?
Hmm?
But they're having so much
Just tell them
fun.
to get off your property.
We're in their
Pretend
home.
it's your mud.
I do collect mud.
Yeah.
Right away.
But pretend it's your mud, and they're on it. It invokes the greed.
No one really owns mud. Mud is mud.
You have glasses that you own with mud in it, so technically that's a fallacy that you just said.
I just happen to contain some mud.
That you own.
You don't own the sky. You don't own the ground. You don't own the air.
You own the glass jars.
You guys
that
are
contain
currently
mud.
all
Yeah,
outside of
that's
this
mine.
encampment.
They took that, I'd be
But
pissed.
you can clearly see inside.
Shall we join in the revelry?
No,
Well, that's expected from you, Sal. You're never fun.
that's a lie. That's also a fallacy.
Tell me one fun thing.
I frighten the music makers.
Exactly.
And for fun. And it entertains me.
Exactly.
So, therefore,
Not fun.
it is fun.
Alright. Y'all want to leave the party pooper behind?
Okay, hold on.
I'm going to approach the satyrs dancing.
Okay, as soon as you enter, a satyr dancing by grabs your arm and begins to drag you into the middle of the dance circle.
Ha! Who's having fun now?
I am!
And trampling around the fire. You need to make an athletics or acrobatics check to avoid losing your balance and or being stepped on.
How about animal handling?
Nope, acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
He's like, no animal handling
no
for you.
animals were handled in this process. That's a 13, which I think is pretty good.
Yeah,
Which I think is pretty good.
I think that's pretty
you
alright.
actually seem to dance around pretty well, and you know they're not really like doing these dances, but more like prancing and skipping around the fire, and you immediately join in.
Heck yeah.
Another satyr. Now that you have entered, a satyr approaches the party and invites one of you guys to a drinking contest.
It's definitely not me.
We don't have a dwarf with us. I think I'm still dancing while they...
Who thinks they can drink more than me? Do you think you can drink more than me?
I can try.
Come! Grabs your hand, pulls you to a table, and
That's the
sets down a
attitude.
glass, and one of the satyrs begins pouring out wine. Give me a constitution check.
Even if you fail, you're winning.
I think I have advantage on constitution checks.
Oh, for like toxins and like poisons?
Oh,
or...
well, then you dinkus. You should
This
have
isn't for
tried.
magical or poisons or anything.
No, I know, but I have,
The
I think, a
Yanti.
feat. Yeah.
That might be for concentration checks.
Oh.
I thought the Yanti have like resistance to poison
12,
and toxins.
okay. He's
No.
a hard drinker. It seems like this
I have a
satyr can
plus
hold
8.
down his wine and definitely
It's a con.
finishes more glass than you. You're left
For saving.
pretty intoxicated.
That's insane, but nice.
I have a 9 to the intelligence, but never.
One of you two,
There's
please.
intelligence.
We need somebody to play an instrument for us. Somebody needs to fill in. Will one of you play an instrument for us? The band, they need some help. You?
I will play.
Oh, quickly, go, grab one. And I need you to make a performance check.
You're gonna have to do something really bad. I'm assuming.
Are you proficient with any instruments?
Of course not.
No? Don't add your proficiency modifier then.
Straight roll.
Even if you are proficient in performance, don't add your proficiency modifier if you're not proficient with the instrument.
Yeah, this is gonna go real well, guys. 13.
Okay, you know, it's not great, but you seem to be kind of following along, and a couple of them, after some approving nods, you start to get on tune and are following through. And the last satyr approaches you and goes, "You look like you'd be good at an arm wrestling match. Come with me.
Not Sal.
Please, sit down."
Fine, I'll school you.
Make a strength check.
That's an 11.
He beats you.
We need a switch.
You two seem to do overall well, but it seems that these people party a little bit harder than you, and for the most part, you guys are ignored.
Okay, let's bamf out and come back
Yeah.
in.
Bam. Do we want to prepare anything?
Hold on. So
Before
what
we
did
go
you have to do? Athletics or...
The
Can I go
one was
down to the potion
athletics or
shelf
acrobatics?
and look for a hill giant strength potion?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, athletics, you said?
Athletics.
I have a +7.
Okay.
Good at that.
I have a +2 to Constitution, but
My constitution is not great.
I have a +2 to Constitution, but...
I have a
what's
+4.
Okay. Well then... And then, do you have something that can make you strong?
Remember, Sal likes brandy. Just sit down.
Because I didn't do horribly at playing an
something to make me
instrument.
strong. I'm not strong, but
Oh wait!
can you bless us with anything?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I could bless you guys.
Yeah, we can totally prepare for these.
To make an attack roll or a saving throw.
Or skill check or something, or
It's up for 1 minute. So once we're there, I can...
Attack roll or saving throw?
Yeah. Or saving... Yeah, saving throw is not going to help us.
Do you like the speaker, Charles?
What is Starry staring at?
The spring.
I thought I had.
Can't you change your size?
We both can,
Yeah.
but that's
But
for
that
like
It doesn't do
change.
anything. It's more just an appearance thing.
Oh.
yeah. I thought I had like a pan flute that I could play.
Check your proficiencies. It'll be with like your languages and tools and stuff.
Tools is pan flute.
Okay, you are proficient with the pan flute.
Okay.
What check is
So
that?
you do music,
What check was it?
Performance.
performance,
Okay. Ooh.
but you get to add your proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
My performance is a -1. I don't-
Add your proficiency bonus to it because you're proficient with the pan flute.
How do I know what the proficiency bonus is?
It says up at the top.
Like my
think yours
proficiency bonus is a +4.
It'll be +4 for everyone, so you'll have a +3.
Oh, +4. Okay, so we'd have +3. Cool.
And then if I could take something to make me stronger,
No hill giant strength potions exist in our castle.
okay, we'll just. Oh no! I mean, like that might be the one. My strength is a +1, guys.
Same as mine.
Yeah, so I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just.
We're not a strong group.
Well, if it doesn't work out, I have a +3 for strength. We can always switch again if it doesn't work.
My athletics.
Or acrobatics.
Okay, my acrobatics is +3.
That's the same.
Okay.
Okay.
So what if you did the arm wrestling and I
Well,
did
because
the?
my athletics is +7, but I think it was 2.
Oh,
So I'll do arm wrestling. You do dancing.
dancing.
And singing.
Okay. And go from there.
So you're doing.
I'm gonna drink. I'm under the table.
You're gonna drink easily, and then I'm gonna pan flute.
So she's gonna go first, and we'll get in there.
All right.
We all go
You guys
in.
step through. The smoke clears, and you're on the edge of the encampment, surrounded by a dense jungle. Shadows dance across the tall trees. They're being cast from a large light source in the center of the camp. You hear revelries and the sound of music. Entering the camp, you see a collection of satyrs dancing around a bonfire. The satyrs have beautiful faces, however their clothes look dirty and disheveled, with tears in the clothes and or stains from blood, dirt, or wine. Phoenix stepping first, a satyr reaches out, grabs your hand, and immediately pulls you into the dance circle, skipping around the fire. I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check.
13.
Okay, you seem to hold your balance and make your way through. Another satyr approaches. Which party member thinks they can drink me under the table? You're on. They sit down and somebody pours what looks like kind of wine-ish liquid out of the glass into these two, or out of the decanter into these two glasses. As you put it up to your nose, it smells like the brandy you tasted earlier.
Nice.
Give me a constitution check.
11.
Okay. The satyr beats you.
I like rolling 11s tonight, I guess.
Satyr waves down the party members. Well, we need somebody to fill in for an instrument. Can somebody play an instrument here? Perfect,
I
come
can.
with me. And you come on over. Give me a performance check. You have a +3.
15.
Okay, you actually play pretty well. Works out. You arm wrestle me now.
Natural 1?
10.
10. They beat you. You guys don't seem like the life of the party after all.
Beep beep.
Beep beep.
Again?
Alright, again.
Go!
Reset.
Exact same.
As the
Yeah.
smoke clears, you're on the edge of an encampment, surrounded by dense... No.
Before I leave, I stab somebody.
Okay.
Okay.
He's just
Make
so
your
mad
choice
about
again.
not winning.
Crap!
Do we need to go in order? Can we just make our
Okay,
Yes.
16.
What?
16.
Okay. You're fine.
Katie!
16.
I got one higher.
You win. You win the drinking competition.
10 for the performance.
I imagine.
Doesn't seem that they're
11
that happy with
for
you.
arm wrestling.
Oh, it's close, but they just beat you. Seems like you guys are not.
I
party.
stabbed 2 people now.
And we go again.
I shoved somebody into the fire.
16.
Oh my
You know
gosh.
what?
Guys, I'm just gonna ban that right
Let's go! 22.
Okay.
Okay, reset.
I stabbed
now.
4
Okay,
people.
different day.
12.
Fine.
25.
Okay, you drink him under the table.
14 for performance.
Okay, yeah.
21.
You guys all pass. Successfully impressed the satyrs, and it seems like they all have now looked at you and gone, these guys know how to party. And they are trampling over each other to invite you guys to dances, to talk to you, to pass drinks, share in revelries with you.
Collect some mud
Okay?
real quick.
Okay. You collected some mud earlier, I thought, too.
From
We
this place.
share
yeah, that's right.
stories.
Yeah, share revelries.
Yeah.
You share in the party and the drinking all through the night. And eventually, you guys pass out from exhaustion.
Oh,
and
Sal's drunk.
overindulgence.
I think this
Yeah.
is the amount of brandy that she had to drink just to. If there's 5 shots at the first go,
Yeah.
there's at least 3 solid shots. There's
Every time
15
we're
shots
doing this,
of.
you should have like
brandy.
aggressively minus on that check.
You guys wake up
More drunk.
with. You guys wake up in the portal room, all prone, pretty exhausted, the feeling of a hangover.
It's very bright in there.
The Abborea portal is no longer glowing, and you each have a point of exhaustion.
What time of day?
It seems to be late night outside.
It's a good time to actually go get some rest with this type of a headache going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want some real food. I want to sleep. That sounds like a good plan.
You guys take a long rest.
Yes.
Your health is full. Your point of exhaustion is gone. And we're going to pause the session there. I did, in case I didn't specify, the Abborea portal is no longer glowing.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's 6 of the 16 outer. We still have shadow, feywild, air, water, earth, and fire to deal with.
And
Ethereal.
Before,
ethereal. Yeah.
before we call it, can one of us do an investigation check for one of the portals that we've been to? I would think Hades would be a good one, or the giant. No, we finished the giant one. Hades.
Or freaking Beastlands.
You each get an investigation check per day.
Oh.
So if this is before the long rest, though, you're taking it at disadvantage because you have a point of exhaustion.
Can I do it for the Beastlands?
Yeah, take at disadvantage because you have.
Natural 1. I'm not even gonna roll again.
What are you rolling for? Sorry,
Investigation for the Hades.
for the Hades. Okay,
That's a 10.
it's a 10.
Yeah.
I'll roll for Beastlands.
Okay. With the 10, you know that you were on Pluton, the lower floor, and that Hades is the base of the outer planes, meaning it supports the world ash of Yssgard, and the roots of Yssgard reach through the plains of Hades and can be seen there.
Okay.
I got a natural 20 on my first roll, and then a dirty 20 on my second roll. So,
And this is on what?
Beastlands.
The Beastlands. Okay. The Beastlands, like I said, is the Happy Hunting Grounds.
Mm-hmm.
But its proper name, that Happy Hunting Ground, was created by, or that it was, the name came from ethereal, or plane jumping hunters who wanted to hunt intense game. And so they treated the Beastlands as the Happy Hunting Ground because all beasts there are extremely intelligent, and means they're harder to fight, but it also means that they're acutely aware of what's going on when they're being hunted. Its proper name is the Wilderness of the Beastlands, as it's a sanctuary for the various beasts around the world. Oftentimes, the beasts are treated as other humans, and are meant to be, treated with respect.
Okay.
For another time.
Yep. I just marked that in the notes. Okay.
Is there one that you want me to ask about?
You can ask about the next on the list.
I was gonna say-
Pandemonium.
I was going to say, there's the ones you haven't been to, or there's the ones you have been
Oh,
to.
Elysium or Arctron?
Oh yeah, Elysium.
Elysium, the Blessed Fields of Elysium, is known as the resting place of heroes.
Yeah.
People who have fought valiantly for the good of the world, who have passed on from that life and are ready to surrender their weapons in favor of taking up a simple life of farming. People who want to spend the rest of eternity relaxing.
So maybe relax. Okay, got some notes.
Woohoo! Alright, we're going to call the session there for another 2 weeks from now.
We should have investigated earlier. Damn.
Alright, thanks guys for anybody who stuck through it. We'll see you guys back next week with Arcana of Alistaria.
I like
Bye-bye.
the second one.